what's up, everybody? We back in the building. It's your boy D Friend.
Boy, B Neil was
Absent Sure
good.
podcast. Got a lot of shit to get into today. We had a couple of technical difficulties, but it wouldn't be an Absent Sure podcast without a couple of technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? The new app I was trying to use wasn't working, so we back over here with this app right now. So, Suji, if you're watching the live, Suji, if you're watching the replay, got a lot of shit to get into today. Make sure subscribe, not subscribed already. Like I said, this is the channel of Absent Sure podcast. You can go subscribe to D Friend Daily. I've been going strong on that. I ain't gonna lie. I've been all week last week, and then yesterday and today, clips, shorts, all that shit. So go subscribe to D Friend Daily as well. Bryce, you can shout out your shit too.
Hey man, y'all know y'all can find me at Emerald Gamer and Reactions, and y'all can find me on Twitter at Emerald Thoughts, where the tweets are coming at you daily.
Jesus.
And so is the live streams, man.
All right, so a lot to get into today. We got, August Alsina. I don't know if Bryce has seen Black Panther. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I want to talk about it. So we're gonna talk about it. So it's most likely gonna be spoilers ahead. And then like some media shit that we would look, or I seen Bryce put in the chat, something about Andrew Tate being right. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I don't know what direction you want to go into first. I don't know what arena you want to dive into. You just let me know. I'll let you quote unquote dry the boat just for the beginning. Just for the beginning. Where you trying to take us?
Honestly, like you said, there's so many topics. Let's start at the Charles Barkley because I feel like that's like a hot topic, and
okay,
I think everybody got something to say about that situation.
So, I talked about it a little bit earlier. I don't. It kind of threw me off when I saw it because I didn't understand why. Maybe I need to see like the 30 seconds before that. Like they cut the clip, they kind of do it how they do it, and I know that's typically how this shit happens. But it was just so random when I saw he was trending. I was like, oh, maybe something happened last night, something funny, him and Shaq. I don't know. Now the scene he was on CNN, like, well, my community, typically we are the ones that treat the gays the worst. And I was like, I get the mass shooting thing just happened. 5 people got killed, 25 people injured. Very tragic story. They bring you up there because I've seen him, speak out for the LGBT community plenty of times on the show or whatever. I've seen him be that guy, and it's great. But I just understand why he had to throw the black people in there. I just understand where that came from. And like I don't even disagree with him. We see there's a thing between black people, gay people. I mean, you could probably say every community. Hispanic people definitely don't. If you want them Hispanic homes, they don't fuck with that shit. So I wouldn't say it's more black people than any other group of people. I say there's a lot of groups of people that also go into that pot of not really going with the LGBTQ vibes.
Do you think it's like a hate though, or do you just think like we wouldn't want our people to be like that, like our sons or our daughters to be like that? But that's
why I always get conflicted with the hate thing, just because like I spoke about this before. I remember back when old girl, what's her name, Carisha, Young Miami, was on the Breakfast Club, and she was saying how like she didn't want her son to be gay. People bashed her for that. I was like, that's not like a bad thing. It's not like, I don't think it's a hateful thing. It's just like it's something they just don't want. They didn't say like, she didn't say, well, maybe this is a long time ago, so maybe she did say this. I don't remember her saying this though. If my son's gay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. I don't remember her saying nothing like that. So I don't even think it's a hate thing. It's just like I prefer them kind of model the world values that I have. And I don't think that's wrong as a parent to want to mold your kid in the way you see the world. Now, you already know they're going to go out and do what they want to do. You already know that. But I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with you wanting to mold your child in the way that you envision the world.
You got to put a disclaimer on this right now. You want your kid to grow up like a normal kid. You want them to have babies and have a legacy and forward it. Like, that's normal. You just want your kid to be, I can't even say normal. Right? That'd be wrong if I say you want your kids to be normal. But
the most common that we see.
Like, bro, we
traditionally, traditional. That's what you would say now. I don't want my kid to have the traditional path in life.
But it's like our biological, like I don't want to get into all that, but just saying whatever. It's normal. But the fact that we got to put that type of disclaimer on it. But I wanted to ask that question in the first place because I feel like it's always like lies or like overreaching and trying to make a point, like for some reason, like it's similar. Like I seen a dude talking about on Twitter. He was like, let's not turn anti-Semitic, like trying to protect Jews and what calling out anti-Semitic stuff into anti-blackness, because that's what it seems to be heading to. There's like a fine line that we need to protect us and protect them, because there's like we both deserve it at some point. So like seeing that, I be feeling like it's like it's that type of shit. It's like somehow they wanted to like anti whatever they want to make it feel like it's us as well, but it's like it's not that, and it never be the hate part to me. That's why I asked that question in the first place, because like I get it, like yeah, maybe like a church person, the conservative black people, but like you wouldn't like if you work with them, you wouldn't like treat them a certain type
Yeah,
of
like
way.
you ain't trying to beat
Like,
the shit out of them. You ain't trying to
like
go at them. You ain't trying to kill them. You ain't trying to like.
you
Like
can
there's,
you can be
but
civil with a gay person, bro, as the black people, and like we 9 times out of 10 we more civil than that. Like you'll get like the hood dude or at school, or maybe some like even some people like they might try to bully, but that's like everybody like gonna have that. They don't really just be straight to gays or anything like that. It's like if bullies be they'll bully any fucking body.
yeah,
But outside of that, like I don't see it as a big thing, bro. Especially like bro, black women ultra accepting and black men really be minding their business for the most part. So I don't really be feeling that hate shit, bro. Like, I don't get it.
yeah. I don't know. I think he's just saying like just. I think that's where the hate thing goes. It's like if you're just not so wholly accepted of it, it turns into hate. Like if you're like, hey, I don't. It's. I thought about it like this. I thought about because I did a video, about Kanye West supposed to be linking up with this Nick Fuentes guy who's like, he got some wild crazy views. He says some crazy shit on his streams and whatever like that. And then people's just like, I think it just depends on who says it. Like when people hear a white guy say, I don't want race mixing, I don't want, I only want to have a white woman. Like people look at that like, oh, so you must hate black people. But like we know black people believe that. There's black people that believe we should only have like that'd be if you would get on Nick Fuentes ass saying that, then you'd kind of have to get on Dr. Umar ass, and you'd have to get on a lot of Mexican family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people want to do that. So I think it just comes into when you actually do and exhibit hateful things towards people. And just when it comes to the gay thing with the Charles Barkley thing, it's like just because you're not, partaking in it, or you don't want your legacy to partake in it, I don't think that means that you hate that. It's just not something that you choose to partake in. But people on the internet will flip it into a hateful thing just because if you can make people feel a certain type of way, nobody wants to feel ostracized. Nobody wants to feel like they're on the bad end. They're in the bad, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to feel like you're in a bad group. So you kind of like this, oh, well, never, you know what? Yeah, you can, whatever. Yeah, do it. Do whatever you want. It's fine. It's cool. Like, yeah, whatever.
But I feel like with Charles Barkley in this situation, it's more of that just like it's easy to put us back into like black people or that violent stereotype. We just seen it with the Koreans. Like, I don't know what it is, bro, whether it's COVID or whatever. We always the most vulnerable, the most like violent. Like they always pick us to be like the poster child for something going wrong in America, bro. Like it's weird. Like that's referring back to what I was saying earlier and what that dude said about the anti-Semitic, anti-black stuff. It was like it wasn't black people that shot up the synagogue. It wasn't black people that shot up this LGBT club or whatever. These are white people.
Yeah.
So how is like we're focusing more on what Kyrie and these people saying when there's active white people that's been doing it and has been historically the ones doing it.
Yeah.
It just like I don't understand how we always the poster child for this shit, bro.
How did you pull that back into black people? We've always had a bad relationship with the LGBTQ community. It's like, bro, the black people like they're probably a smaller like a bit. I mean, when you look at it like in a grand scheme, you're probably right. Like as far as like social media and like who's like there, like yeah, we with it. Let's go. We're here. Like yeah, that's how it goes. But even like to your point with that. They do it with the I was talking about this too. I was like, they do it with the right wing shit. It's like, hey, if you speak out against gay things, it's like, oh, children at drag shows, or hey, I don't know if I agree with this transitioning kids at very early ages, or oh, I don't agree with this, I don't agree with that. They'll say that type of rhetoric is what pushes people to do these things. So it's kind of like now you're like, oh, so damn, so y'all saying my words are making people turn into mass shooters, and it's like, well, shit, do I not say that no more? Do I kind of take a step back? But my point in saying that was like, let's say I'm gonna use the biggest right wing commentator that I know. Let's say either Ben Shapiro or Tucker Carlson. They talk about these things all the time, every day, all day. LGBTQ, children drag shows, whatever, right? If they reach 1 million people every day, millions of people every day, see their clips, see their words, see their rhetoric, and you gonna tell me out of the millions, one motherfucker does some crazy shit. And I don't even know if this is directly. I'm not saying this guy was like Ben Shapiro said this, so I want to shot these people. But I'm just saying how they paint it. Y'all can't one person to the million. Like, come on, bro. It's like this doesn't make no sense. Like it just doesn't make sense. Now, if you had like massive in each major city, like we're here because Ben Shapiro. Like if you had it like that, that's a little bit different. You got maybe You got what are you saying about these people that's creating these large conglomerates that are moving on these people? But one lone guy probably lost, probably don't got no, he don't, he's just whatever.
Yeah.
And I highly doubt people like that are even on like regular internet. They're probably deep into those deep fucking sub chat things that they talk about all that crazy ass shit. So they're not probably even in there. So that's pretty much what I got.
What you feel we should do as Charles Barkley? Should we counsel him? Should we banish him as the black folks?
No, I still fuck with Charles. He just, I don't know.
The history of a tap dancer. He's wore chains in the magazine.
No, that shit was crazy. I just seen that today. I thought that was kind of crazy.
He's married to a white woman.
Hey, relax, my mama white.
But people is going there.
Yeah, I know that. I know they're going in on this shit like that.
But I mean, to a degree, I'm not going to. So look, when you bring up that point with him marrying a white woman, it's not that marrying a white woman is a problem, because I feel like, let's say Childish Gambino, when he make an Atlanta TV show, he represent black people well. He married to a white woman, so it's like, okay, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But when you cooning it up and married to a white woman, it's like you trying to fit in with the white folks. I think that's why people bring that up more than anything. At least that's why I would bring it up. I don't give a fuck you married to a white person, because you can still be respectable. Like, she could be damn near acting black, if anything.
Yeah.
So, but when you see a dude like that, or I even feel like it'd be dangerous with Candace Owens. It's like, is that you speaking or your husband? Like,
who's speaking through you? Is this white man speaking through you? Is he telling you, baby? This is what I really want you to tell black people, baby. Tell these motherfuckers this shit, because this is what me and my homies talk about. You go on your show and you say this.
See, I don't even think it's that deep. I think it's just like how you talk to your girl about stuff that be on the TV show, or how Bill used to talk, and we'll soak up some of the things he'll say. Like, we'll soak up the popular talking points. Like, she may go out to eat with them and with his business friends, and she can hold a conversation. She gonna hear these talking points that's popular. I don't even think it got to be a direct thing. I think it could be just like her trying to fit in with her peers type shit. So she gonna pick up their talking points. I don't even think he would have to tell her, but that would be even more.
Well, I was just joking about her telling me, but
okay.
I don't think that she really like, hey, say this, sweetie. I need you to go on your show tomorrow and say this about the black. And I need you to say, when you say black, don't say black, say blacks. I want you to say it like that. Say the blacks don't listen. The blacks can't vote. Like, say it like that, sweet. I don't think she's doing that. No, but
when this is my last point with her. When she said that apartheid or whatever that shit was done in Africa was helped forward Africa, and they should be happy for it. I was like,
colonization of Africa.
Yeah, I feel like that's her husband, bro.
Because he is English. He is English. To be fair, he is English. So she's over there soaking up that culture. They probably, Candace, they were savages before we came. Like, they were making the houses out of poop, and we brought innovation to them. Like, I could see that probably potentially happening. Salute flying low in the motherfucking building. Salute to you, big dog. So I mean, that could happen. I just don't know if he's a coon. It's like maybe it's not, but that's just his views. Like I said, I got to see the entire context of that conversation. Like, what were you saying? Like, what led up to that remark? Because we could probably find the whole thing and be like, oh, okay, y'all talked about the shooting, and then maybe you talk. I mean, but still, it's like it's a white guy. There's nothing to really do with black people at that point that are even doing that type of mass shooting. Even the guy that did the mass shooting a couple years ago at the other gay club, he was like, I think he was like Arabic or something like that. Maybe he wasn't even a white guy. I think he was an Arabic guy who did that one. It was like the only mass shooter I seen as a black guy recently was the guy who killed his football teammates. And that was probably like a real personal thing. That wasn't even like I hate Virginia football. It's probably like, hey, these niggas probably did some hoe shit to me, or I believe they did some hoe shit to me. He killed them in the parking lot and shot 2 other people. So he shot 5 people in total.
Yeah.
It's never like hey, I hate these people, so I'm going to go and get these people. Not saying it's never had that, because I think the guy did it to the police officers in Dallas a couple years ago. But, historically, it's not black people that are committing mass shooting. Now, you can say a little pocket of violence things. Yeah, okay, you got that. Not going to dispute that. But as far as mass shootings out of ideological reasons, you don't see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's not something you see as prevalent as other races and other cultures have.
I wanted to even add to what you were saying. They were speaking on the Hebrew Israelites that came out to Kyrie stuff. And they was like, they wasn't saying Jews are trying to replace us. They wasn't like even bringing out like certain ideas. Like they wasn't sharing out certain ideas and stuff that you would see like, like the super right wing people will do or whatever. And that just, I feel like, speaks to it even more. It's like, bro, even when we be protesting and stuff, bro, for the most part, you don't see it behind like hate ideas and shit like
well,
that.
that ain't what the media asked Kyrie. They framed it as they were like on some anti. They asked Kyrie. They said, "Hey, there's a group outside right now, supposedly here in your name, and they are passing out anti-Semitic literature. They are screaming out, 'We are the real Jews.'" And I did see a video of them. Like, I don't know exactly what they said. It was something about being the Jews. But I don't know if it was like, "We are the real Jews." It was something about being the Jews. But they went out there. They did that. And they just the media, they just tried to get him again. They keep trying to pigeonhole him. Hey, motherfucker, I done went through this shit for 3 weeks now. We passed it. Them guys outside. And the thing is, like, one guy was like, "You don't think that you're responsible for those?" Them dudes that was out there was probably already down with whatever movement they are part of. They're already the Hebrew Israelites. Kyrie didn't make them there.
Yeah.
He didn't show that video, and they're like, whew. And they just came like it's like this is a new chapter of the Hebrew Israelites. Them guys were probably already been down with the cause before Kyrie. Yeah. He just kind of added to their
It wasn't a probably they were.
yeah, not even probably. I'm 99.999% sure that they were already that. Yeah. So they try to frame it like, hey, you kind of started this. Like you galvanized these people. Like, no, those people are already there. It's like the same thing with Kanye when the white guys had a thing in LA where it was like, Kanye was right. They didn't just hear Kanye and then start doing the Jew shit. They already believe that.
Yeah.
So it's like this is some nasty shit. Like they asked him, one guy asked Kyrie, and then another guy tried to get onto it, and then another guy came. He's like, "So how do you feel about Ben Simmons playing now?" You can see Kyrie kind of like, "Thank you, bro." Like, let's talk about the game. Like all that Jew,
that's some more messy shit to be funny.
I think he played good that game though. He played like 20. He got like 20 points or something like that. But I'm saying it's better than him saying something about Ben Simmons is better than talking about Jewish shit again. Sure, let's get away from that. Let's talk about Ben Simmons. He fucking sucks. Let's get to that. But it's like, I feel like y'all trying, and I get it because y'all want stories, y'all want clicks, y'all want to create news, y'all want to create narratives. I get it, but it looked nasty at times.
I found it funny when they was like they're hearing your name, like nigga, this nigga not Jesus, like, and you know how niggas say in Jesus' name we pray, like that's how they made it see, bro. Like this nigga is their Messiah and like their savior or their leader.
And did you see Jaylen Brown?
Yeah, but I seen people overreacting because he was like he thought they were
he thought that was cues. I was like, he put energy when he saw him, and then he had to tweet again. Oh, I didn't know who those people were. I thought they were like the Qs. They had the purple and they had the gold on. That they had yada yada. It's like, bro, niggas got to be playing that semantic backtrack shit so damn fast. It's like, just because you proud to see somebody getting some type of support, don't mean that you support that group. It's like y'all was tearing his ass down. Glad to see somebody's out there to have his back. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if y'all agree with their ideology or not, at least somebody out there had that motherfucker back. Yeah, and they was out there. They was in full force in his name for the brother Kyrie.
I laugh at the black people that got all the same talking points as these damn white pundits. That'd be annoying to me. It's like, oh, look at these black dudes out here. They couldn't get the tickets inside. They just say like the most cheesiest.
Oh, those people saying that? I ain't here.
Or they'll be like, oh, y'all want to support Kyrie, but y'all not passing out turkeys and shit like that. Like, why y'all want to support a millionaire and shit like? It's just like a bunch of different shit. It's just like, bro, people gonna find a reason to complain or tell you to do some shit better, like all the time when it come to, especially with black men for some reason. Like, it's annoying, bro. It's annoying.
I mean, it's like, Charles said what he said, and then they do what they do to Kyrie. I think the thing with Charles is like, I never see the other things. I don't know what else Charles Barkley has said. I know the Kyrie thing. I know this one that he just did.
I'm not sure if he said racism doesn't exist, but he one of those in that type of lane. I mean, bro, for me, I don't take any stock of what fucking Charles Barkley say. Like, so I don't really care to that level. He's an entertainer. We always consider him somewhat a little stupid anyways. That's why he's funny in the first place. Like, we'd be kind of laughing at him a lot of times. But he also can be thoughtful at times. So, But even then, it's like, bro, he's an entertainer, just like Kanye. Like at a certain point, it's like, yeah, you can take some of the stuff they say serious, but these niggas not MLK, these niggas not Jesus.
That's how I look at it. It's like they can all have their own opinion. Like I don't you're a coon, right? This is what they believe. Like there might be other like when I was on the Kyle Rittenhouse shit, people's probably like, you a coon. It's like, bro, I'm just looking, but that's what I believe. Like y'all, I'm looking at the court shit, I'm reading everything. Like he killed a guy who was racist and another. It's like, bro, what y'all want me to do? People still think he killed black people. It's like y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all mad at me because I'm like, hey, I think he probably should have got off. Like I think it's case by case. Like this is what he believes in this case, and in this case, this is what he believes. But you know, that's just the world.
Yeah, but and if he's wrong in my eyes, it's like when has he ever really just had deep talking points? When have we went and was like, let's go watch a Charles Barkley like sit down lecture? Like he's not Jordan Peterson. He's not any of these dudes that we consider like.
He want to name white guys. He's not Thomas Sowell.
Good boy. Tell me something. I don't fucking know. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He's not Dick Gregory.
Yeah. Okay, I guess. But
right to the white man.
It don't matter in my eyes, bro. If you got wisdom, that's all that matters to me. So, but even then, it's like, bro, we're not taking Charles Barkley that seriously. Like, when have we ever considered something he said deep or like thought, like super thoughtful? Like, come on.
I don't know. I haven't really paid attention. I'm really just there for the entertainment. I'm there for the TNT tonight.
That's
funny antics. That's really what I'm there for.
That's historically who he's been. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we expecting anything different from? He short takes, sometimes funny. Yeah, he'll talk on serious topics, but he's mostly conservative. And sometimes, you know, he pisses off black people with his conversation. But he's been doing that, bro. So I don't know. I'm just like, what are we expecting from these people at this point? I had this conversation with somebody on Twitter, like, like these people like selling us out and stuff like that. It's like, or people like Charles Barkley are the worst class to black people. It's like, can you really make that case when we got fucking gangbangers and drug dealers and shit like that? It's like, which one is like?
That's way more detrimental than this guy.
Like, come on, bro. And it's like, yeah, he's cooning, but like, who's fucking following Charles Barkley? Who's counting on in the black community Charles Barkley to make some black deals and agreements? Nobody. So it's like, oh, like no one's looking at him with like the most trust and the most like, I don't know, bro. It's just weird to me. So, yeah, when I had that kind of conversation, it's like, bro, these are entertainers. You got to blame the people for even buying into them and fully believing in them or something like that before you even try to make it seem like these people need to be held accountable. Like, what? He's a basketball player. And outside of that, he's really never done anything outside of it. Like Kobe Bryant wrote books. KD, he invested in shit and like he'll do things outside of that. Obviously, Charles probably do that too, but they'll be more vocal, I should say. Yeah. And at least we'll be knowing them for stuff outside of that. But Charles, he ain't never did that. So what are we expecting, bro? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean,
I get it.
What do you expect from a celebrity, bro? Like, I truly don't be getting it, bro.
So let's switch gears. Let's get off of this. I don't know. Got no more talking points for this. Kyrie, Kanye, do what y'all want to do. Run for president. Whatever. I don't think the president shit gonna work. Just to be honest with you, I don't think he's gonna garner what he think he's gonna garner. But hey, do you, my brother? You want to run for president? Run for president.
Say that again.
What? Kanye running for president?
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't think he's gonna garner. Yeah, he said yay 24. He about to. I don't think it's gonna go nowhere. Like. I don't think nobody looks at like you said, like nobody looks at Kanye like the, you know, I thought he's trying to do it. I thought he's trying to get the people inside because he's like, y'all see what happened to me. Said what he say? He said Adidas was able to go in his account and freeze his accounts, and they could do that to any American. You're trying to get on that America. Look what they're doing. You know, you're an American. I'm American. They can do it to me. They can do it to you, but. In politics, I don't know how well it's going to land for Kanye, especially going against, like, first of all, you're going to go against Biden, who's got, like, all the Democrat money and all the whatever. And they're going to try to go against either Trump, who's got all the popularity, or DeSantis, who a lot of Republicans are trying to push Trump out for him. I don't know where Kanye West really thinks he's going to fit into that mix of people. And I don't know if that's going to work out for him.
Ben Shapiro was like, there should be a criteria. He shouldn't want to be president, blah, 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 blah. This should be the criteria of president. You want to know what I want to add to that criteria?
First of all, what's the criteria? What did he say?
He was basically saying, like, he was being kind of funny, but he was saying, I don't want a person that aspires to be a president. I want somebody that don't want to be a president. I want somebody to have wisdom. I want somebody like, it was just a bunch of like whatever. But I was being funny, so just to add it on. That's why I really didn't go into deep like that. I don't want a president can't have been in a like crazy house or been subscribed to take a certain amount of pills, bro, and like actually been subscribed to like certain shit. Like me as a black man, I think I'm strong minded and shit like that, bro. You will never catch me in the segregation home, bro. If you catch me there, bro, I fell off all the ends, bro. Like I lost everything. Like I don't know. I couldn't even imagine myself being there, bro. If somebody was ever in that to a degree, I don't think you should be leading people, bro. And I'm not saying I believe he's crazy, but I know he's not stable enough to be a president. That's all I'm saying. Like if like that's just common sense, bro. Like
I mean, I see what you're saying. Bro. But what if it's like maybe what if it's just like a stressful like a super stressful situation got you to that you I guess being the president is super stressful, so it's kind of like if you can't handle the regular life shit, then how are you gonna really handle the presidential type of responsibility?
It's not even regular life shit, it's celebrity life shit. You're a rich nigga. Your bills, you're like everything's cool. So anything you really stressing on is some paparazzi, maybe some shit that you don't really got. You could dump that shit tomorrow.
But his family, losing his family might make you feel away, losing your friends. Like, just because you rich don't mean you got like real life problems.
Well, this was kind of happy.
Your mama died, your cousin. You still got real shit just because you rich. Like, where the fuck did Bryce go? We got to cancel Bryce. He's in the middle of the goddamn show. He fucking blips off the damn atmosphere. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. I get what he's saying. I get what Bryce is saying. There he is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened to you.
That should just stop. I don't know.
Anyways, I get what you're saying. But
if you want to add that into it, bro, I get it. But once again, bro, the president, we're just being like metaphorically. Obviously, Joe Biden's or Trump probably don't embody none of this that I'm about to say, but. Bro, you got to be a leader, bro. You got to be very strong-minded. At the end of the day, everybody's faced death. Everybody has faced something to a degree of where they had to face some very hard personal things in life, bro. And respectfully, if I have somebody that I want to be a leader, I ain't saying you have to handle that shit perfectly. You could have cried, broke down, and some more shit. But going to, like, I feel like that's a step, like I don't know, man. I ain't saying you can't redeem yourself and you can't be a leader at all, but the president, bro, come on. Like, but yeah, and I get it. Like, if you need help, you need therapy. Like, I can see therapy, bro. But like, they had you in the home like multiple times, and it is not. And my thing is, he was subscribing to this shit. He was saying he had mental health issues for the longest. He was saying he was fucked up. It wasn't like he was like, oh, they got me in here. Get me the fuck out of here. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, nah, he was kind of like easing into that shit too. So like, I don't know about that. That's my thing. And even with. Like, I watch, like, body language and shit. When he was saying, like, that shit you said earlier about, like, bro, that could happen to anybody. He come off a certain type of way. He didn't come off as confident. He came off as, like feel bad for me or some shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just was weird, his body language with that. But I do want to ask you, watching that, do you feel like that's genuine or do you feel like that's one of his things?
It's hard for me to feel like anything Kanye. Honestly, it's hard for me to feel anything Kanye do is, like, super genuine. I just feel like, it feel like all media, like I mean, he liked the media. We say it all the time. He liked the media shit. He liked the attention of it all. He likes that shit. That's why when I see him like potentially meeting up with the Nick Fuentes guy who's like banned on every website, he's on the no-fly list. They label him white supremacist by all these groups, and he's hanging out with Molly Yiannopoulos, who's been banned from all the sites. And they're saying like this Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's a representative who gets a lot of shit. She's gonna run his campaign. I feel like it's like he's looking for how can I get the most attention. Whether negative or good, I don't think at this point I don't think he cares. Because I do think he thinks that he can always land. I do believe he believes, regardless of how much mainstream like pushback he gets. I do feel like he thinks he can always land into hip hop. Like he can just always like I know that those people are never gonna leave me. I think he believes that. They're always going to be there. Like the hip hop people. They're all the hip hop people. All like those people, like the hip hop people. No, because I don't think hip hop is the only black people. I think that like the hip hop shit is always going to be there for me. Because I'm Kanye. I made graduation. I made college dropout. Like I'm Ye. Like they're always going to be there, regardless of what I do. They're always going to be there. So that's why I honestly think that's what he thinks. But now with people's ideologies controlling their emotions more than like music and this and that, I think you may turn off a lot of your fans or people you think going to be able to just land over here again. I don't think you always had that where you just land over here. I don't think that's the case. But we'll see. We'll
Like
see.
I know he's a genius, or we want to call it, but it's a difference between moving like Elon Musk and moving like Kanye. Like Elon jokes with society, he makes jokes on Twitter, he funny and shit, but for the most part, like he's respected as an intellectual. Like you got like depending on the season with Kanye, you gotta like question his intellect sometimes. And it's just
he's respected as intellectual or just like as
Elon?
Yeah.
Why would he not be?
Like people, when I say intellectual, I'm thinking about like on world issues and world views and social, or he's just like
more
like, oh, he's techie guy, like oh, he's Mr. Techie.
Yeah, more like on the tech side of things.
Okay, yes,
not like creating scholar, scholar conversation.
Not like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah,
not like philosophically.
Philosophically, but he is on that level when it comes to forwarding humanity, as far as how you want to say they want to think about it, because he fucks with AI, he fucks with the energy shit. I mean, I think he's stopping the air stuff, going to space. I mean, but he's creating tunnels, so he's doing things to like people will respect as far as like humanity and elites and shit like that. I would think, but not on a scholar level. But Kanye, in general, bro, it's like you're gospel dude. You're creating a crazy church. The clothing shit was a fucking success. The music shit was a fucking success, but it's like hit or miss with him, bro, and it's. At the end of the day, it comes off as just like an entertainer. It don't come off as somebody that's structured like 50 Cent. Even though, let's compare 50 Cent to him. Like 50 Cent be trolling people and all that shit, but when it come to intellect, niggas reading his books, niggas like trying to figure out how he got to how he is as a businessman. It's just a little. For
Kanye, it's like when it's like for Kanye, when you see the art, when you hear the art, it's like boom. But when you listen to him speak, sometimes it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And like he only gets in trouble when he talks. Like when he drops music, is hey, music, close. We start talking, that's when he start getting himself into trouble.
That's the hit or miss.
Because I do feel like he just says what he thinks. Like he's not really thinking about it or like, okay, I have this thought. Now let me look into this. Let me look at this. I think he thinks it and he just says it like boom. Or he heard somebody say it. He's like, that makes sense. And then I'm gonna just say it.
Yeah, he definitely showed tendencies of being impulsive, but I feel like a lot of rich dudes kind of say what they want to say and talk how they want to talk. It just like not Robert Kraft. Let's say the dude that got caught with the Clippers or the dude that got caught with the Suns. Like they talk how they want to talk. They just a lot of times don't get caught or people just be silenced and shit like that. So I be wanting to be like, he should be like say a certain type of way, but he rich and who gonna really stop him from speaking his mind? But even then, when he talk, it don't be coming off as structured. Like he be rambling and shit like that.
Yeah, it just be like streams of kind. Just like I'm just saying shit. I'm not. It's like I said, it's not. I'm not well thought out when I'm saying. I'm just talking.
Do you
like if I just started thinking about shit right now and I just started talking like, hey, I saw this and then I was mesmerized by it and I just started fucking just saying shit. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what's your central point? Is this well thought out or are you just talking?
Do you feel like he does that for like performance?
No, I feel like that's just how that may just be how he operates.
No, you think that's kind
his brain may just operate like that. Like I would like to see how he acts like in a regular, like somebody just filming him on some, like don't know how he being filmed. How does he act just in general? And if he acts like that the same way, I'm like, oh, he's just being himself. Okay, that's just him.
And I can see that. I mean, he's been famous for 20 plus years. I can see how like he lives exactly how he is on. So like, what would stop him from doing that? On the outside of like, he's not like really harassing and hurting anybody. I guess
because anywhere he goes, he's probably gonna think he's like the guy. Like any music room he goes in, he's like, I'm Kanye. Like he could be in a room with Jay-Z and Drake. He's like, I'm Kanye. So any other little low level music person he's around, he don't give a fuck. Any record executive, he probably don't give a fuck. I think only when he get around them fashion people, maybe he acts a little bit different around them. But
even then, he said, "How y'all gonna tell me I'm the genius? Like Gap, you need me." Like he be thinking like that. So
yeah, but I'm talking about when he get around like the fashion, like the Louis Vuitton motherfuckers and the MP type. Not Gap. Like he gives a fuck about Gap. But yeah, because he like those people he knows they need me. Like Gap, he knows Gap needs him. Like I know that. Like Louis Vuitton, he's like Louis, Gucci. I made y'all popular, but please let me in.
Yeah, no, I could see it, bro. I could see it. I could see it. It makes sense, bro. Like I could see him talking like that, and that's being his form of consciousness, and it'd be fine with him. Like, who's gonna really check Kanye for how he talking and stuff like that, bro? He gonna do what he want. He gonna figure it out. Like, I'm
I
pretty
was about
sure.
to say something. I was like, let me just reel it back.
Well,
You
what
said,
you gonna say?
you said who's gonna check him out? The Jews. I'm like, I'm just joking now. I'm joking. I'm just joking.
I gotta clip that.
I'm just
We
joking. I'm
gotta
just
clip that. I'm playing. I'm
joking.
playing.
I'm
But
joking.
nah, yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking. I guess that's true to who he is.
Yeah.
Can't
So let's
blame
switch
him.
gears. Let's switch gears. I don't know if you've seen it, but I want to talk about it. Let's talk. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I don't know. You seen it or no?
No, I watched all the reviews though.
I don't know why you haven't watched it. That is a good fucking movie.
I'm
Well, regardless of what everybody is, I don't know what the reviews you seeing or saying. That's a good fucking movie. It's shot very well. The story is good. That's a good fucking. Now the end, it kind of cheesy. How like how it just ends like surrender. I'm about to spoiler alert. I'm about to spoil the fucking movie for anybody. They fighting her and the fish guy surrender. Like she could kill him because you did something to her people. But she's like, she got that thought, like it's like the good angel, the bad angel. Like, do I do it? Do I not? And then they ride back on the ship together, and their people are fighting. It's like, stop! We're not fighting each other. It's like, nah, fuck that. Go all in. Do you care about spoiler for you? Don't give a fuck, right?
I'm not watching.
Okay, spoiler alert. You should watch it. It's good. All the other bullshit, all the other Marvel movies you done gave a chance. This one's actually better than probably all the other ones that's out there.
I gave a chance.
But all the bullshit on the Disney Plus, all that bullshit with Falcon Wing and whoever the white boy Bucky. I think you was watching She-Hulk at one point or some shit.
I did not watch no fucking
all that other bullshit.
Nigga said She-Hulk. I did not watch She-Hulk.
Black Panther is a good movie. It is a really good movie. And it's shot very well. And it's a good story. It's like not a lot of action. Like I seen Sauce Walker. He was like, Black Adam is better than Black Panther. I'm like, I get why you'd like, because that's kind of how I always talk. I'm always like, action, fighting. But when you get away from that with Black Adam, there's nothing really to it but The Rock just beating the shit out of everybody. That's really the only crux of that. And if you like that, you like that. And I like shit like that. That's why I said I thought Black Adam was good. But when I compared to Black Panther, when they had like the storyline and all that shit going on, and like her brother died, obviously Chadwick Boseman died, so he's not Black Panther. And then the dude, the evil villain guy, come and kill her mama. It's like he ain't fucking around. He's not playing.
Nigga live.
And then they let him live, which is crazy. And then Killmonger showed up, and the Killmonger showed up in her. You know how like when the Black Panther does their Black Panther shit, they go to the ancestral plane. They see somebody who I guess what they're envisioning their Black Panther journey to be like. She sees Killmonger, and he's like, "Because you want revenge. He just killed your mama. He just fucked up Wakanda. So obviously you want revenge. So that's why you see me. That's why he's like the bad guy on her shoulder. Like, dude, are you gonna take revenge? Are you gonna do this? You're just like me, cousin. We're the same person." And she is like going a good way.
How you are about Harry Potter as a nerd, I am towards Marvel. Because I've been.
You're not no damn Marvel nerd, motherfucker.
What are you talking about?
You ain't no damn. I've known you since we was fucking what 30. I ain't never seen you be no goddamn Marvel nerd.
Bro, you can Robert D. Bro, we have plenty of conversations about.
Okay, explain to me your point you're about to make. You're a Marvel nerd, and what? And what does that have to do with the new Black Panther?
Lose my point. I don't want to watch this MCU shit.
You watch all other MCU shit?
I said MCU.
I see. That's the thing that makes sense. It's a good fucking movie. Like I don't. That's what a woman shit's like because she's a girl. Like I don't get. Like, it's a good movie. If you like storyline, it's a good movie. I just don't get that talking point. It just doesn't make no sense. It's a good movie.
I don't want to nitpick something I didn't watch, but I already had questions from the jump, and I don't want to sit up here. And, you want me to go into the questions?
I want to see what you like because if you haven't seen it, so it'd be like you wouldn't even know it.
How did she get to become Black Panther without having to fight other tribes?
Because they was fucked off. Everybody had to run away because the fish nigga was fucking shit up. And she's the only one who knows technology. So she's the only one that create the herb again. So she creates it through technology. And then everybody else is off in, what's the guy's name? Jabari? What's the guy's name? M'Baku? Since he came and fucked up Wakanda, they all ran to go over to where he is because that's like, I guess, far away and protected. So she's the only one in the lab trying to figure out how to help.
Fighter, a girl that's probably never really trained for fighting is the best option. She's known to be tech. She's just gonna be in the suit and know how to fight.
I mean, they trained to fight in Wakanda.
She trained to fight like the Warriors and everybody else. I doubt it.
I'm sure when she grew up, she's a fucking princess.
Nah.
You don't know. You don't know that. You're just assuming it. It's like I'm telling you where they went, and she's the only one there, so she has to be the one to create it and take it. And she's the only one. And she's the princess. Like she's the only one central to that thing. Like it's not. They're not gonna. Hey, this is what you're gonna do. We're in crisis mode. This fish motherfucker just came here and fucked shit up in a matter of seconds. Blew up the fucking the throne room. Killed the queen. And you want them to be like, hey, you know what? Let's go to the goddamn water ledge and let's just fight to see. We don't got time for that. We in wartime, motherfucker. We ain't got time to figure out the goddamn person.
How you looking at it is like, they could have fixed that in writing, is what I'm saying. Like, you looking at it like what the movie is right now and how it came out. Yeah, they was up in the mountains. They made it that way. Like, they could have put them in the scene and made them in the area. They choose to have them away, so she's the only option. So you buy into the shit. That's my.
But she's a part of the story. She lost her brother. She lost her mom. She's the one supposed to be the hero. She's the one who's supposed to be the hero in the story. Like, it just makes sense to where that would go. You wouldn't have her lose her mama, lose her thing. She's the one who has the reason to have the rage, the reason to want the revenge. And then M'Baku, you do it. It's like, that don't make sense to the story.
Yeah, I don't care.
I get what you're saying. But it's a woman. She's a woman. You don't want to see the woman doing it like this. That's so dumb. That's like doesn't make any fucking sense.
Supposed to be going against the king that's have years of fucking fighting, and she's supposed to hold up against him because she's a Black Panther now.
But she didn't hold up against him. The only reason she won is because the motherfucker's a fish and she had him on lane. I think she whooped his ass. She was just smarter than the she. And what she do? She didn't use her Black Panther skills. She used her brain. Like, okay, he is a fish. He's obviously getting the water and creating oxygen from it. We need to create a ship that sucks all the oxygen out of the room. Then we're going to fly to the desert. And then that's how we're going to beat his ass because he'll drain all his power and he can't get to the water. And she beat him by the brain, not by, she ain't like Chadwick Boseman. She's out there ding, 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 doing all that type of shit. She had the suit. She needed the power at least to get him over there. And then that's how it went.
I'm glad you liked it. I ain't watching.
See, look, it's dumb shit. I know it's men. I haven't watched it. Just like, I get it. She's a girl. I don't like women. I get it.
I get your point, D-Friend. I'm not gonna act like it's not legitimate, but to act like we ain't seen She-Hulk in the trash shit they put out, and all the other feminists.
This is definitely not She-Hulk. This is definitely not She-Hulk.
So it ain't woman based.
What? Yeah, she's the lead character.
They ain't getting rid of none of the men.
M'Baku's in the, like, what do you mean? M'Baku's in the movie, and even it being a woman thing, it's like. When Chadwick Boseman was the only Black Panther, his army was still women.
Yeah,
Sonny, what's the point in that?
That was cool at first, but ain't no.
You're true to the comics. That's the comics. The women, the Dora Milaje is the Wakandan people.
But there's other men tribes and stuff like that too, though.
But they're not the army. They're part of tribes, yeah, but they're not the army.
Yeah, like I said, I wish they would have went another way. I wish they would have recasted T'Challa.
So you don't care about the comic books. As far as the King's Guard, the women being the King's Guard in the comics.
I said that's fine. What are you
saying? But you said where's the other men? The trailer, whatever the fuck you said, the other men tribes. Like they're the main army. There's other tribes, but they're the main army.
I'm just talking about Black Panther. I wasn't even talking about that. Like there was other men to pull from. That's all I was saying.
Who like what besides M'Baku, what other man would they have pulled from Black Panther?
They could have made anybody. I don't fucking know. It's called writing.
But I thought you want to be true. You want to be true to the comics, or you want just a man?
They could recast T'Challa. I don't know how
we knew they weren't gonna do that just out of respect for Chadwick Boseman. We knew that.
And it was too late, but it is what it is.
We knew they weren't gonna do that. And then when you watch when you watch the last screen, the mid screen credit shit where his son, like he had a son. So like obviously they're gearing up for, oh, he has a son and his name is T'Challa. So she got to go through her journey and do all shit. Her mama died, her brother died. And then at the end, it's like, hey, me and T'Challa, we was fucking. I flew over to Haiti. We had a baby. He's 6 years old at this point. Here's Prince T'Challa. And then at the end of the movie, like you wanted, they do the little scene where they got who's gonna be the Black Panther? Is she in Haiti? And then M'Baku hop off the plane like, what's up, motherfuckers? Who gonna fuck with me? So I guess in next movie, he gonna be the king of Wakanda.
That sounds great.
I know, that's the greatest thing. Yes, M'Baku, who gives a fuck about M'Baku? He's just a fucking dude over there got his ass with the first Black Panther. In this movie, he's just really comedic
His
relief.
ass whoop.
What do you
And
mean? He choked the
they gave him
motherfucker out. He choked him out and made him tap.
But it was a great fight. Yeah, like he just got watched.
No, you got whooped. And then what happened to
He didn't get
then?
whooped.
Then
It
when
was a great
Killmonger
fight.
came, he whooped Chadwick Boseman ass, threw his ass off the thing.
I guess, but
That's what do you mean? That we guess that's why he tapped the motherfucker out.
But you saying he got his ass whooped? I don't think he got his ass whooped. It was a good fight. It was he almost won that fight.
Almost and losing, you got your ass whooped.
If that's how you gonna word it, that's fine. But my thing is like they made him a comic relief because that's the writing choices that they've been doing with Thor. They've been doing that with Doctor Strange. They pushed all the main characters to the side. They did it with Hulk and She-Hulk. They shit on all the main characters, make them all comic reliefs, make them all mid to raise up the women. I don't want to watch it. That's pretty much
what. So like an Iron Man and them, like is Doctor Strange like mid? Is Spider-Man like
it was basically about what's the name?
Marvel girl, but she still wasn't like
Marvel girl and
transcended into like she wasn't like fucking
and the witch.
They still wouldn't have been able to do but they wouldn't have been able to. They're introducing a character, yeah, but they wouldn't have been able to do shit without Doctor Strange. Like this girl just had a certain power where she can bump through dimensions for the story, but they didn't push him to the side.
You don't see that's why you don't be going into the details of certain stuff, and it's fine.
Please explain to me.
But they'll shit on Doctor Strange like you don't know nothing. They'll say that in the script like you don't know anything. You not like I'm smarter than you. I'm shitting on you, or they'll make him always make the dumb mistakes when then the women will be better. Like that's just the common thread that's been going on. Same with Thor. Like that happened in his own movie. Like where he's
the Thor shit, they're making him the Thor shit. That's what. Yeah, I get that. Like
they doing new Hulk too.
That's because the Hulk shit's stupid too. They should have never made the Hulk this person. But my point is with Wakanda, it's like I don't know. It's just a good story. Like it just makes sense for her to be the person after brother dying. Her in the beginning credits trying to make something or make another heart-shaped herb to fix the brother. And then her mama dying, it only makes sense. And then she gets captured by the fish guy. I don't know. It just makes sense. It's good. Yeah, it's a good movie. I get it though. Pandering to women, obvious shit. All right.
You act like I said it was a bad movie. I just said I didn't want to watch it.
But I'm saying like the reasoning just doesn't make sense. Like it's like
how did that make sense? I don't want to watch a woman be Black Panther. How did that make sense?
Because like what there's there's no reasoning behind it. But
that is a reason.
It's just because she's a woman. That's it.
Yeah, and I don't believe it. I don't believe a teenage girl that's been known to be a tech dude, a tech person. That's her. Her mindset is a tech person,
and that's how she won.
Normally, the tech person is not going to be the person that they put in the fighting role. Now she's the fighting role too.
She fought for literally like 30 seconds.
That's even more boring.
She wasn't fucking bink. It's more storyline.
It's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, and it's a good
30 seconds is a 3
It's a good 2.5 hour movie.
Oh, you just advertised the fuck out of that.
Hey, it's a good movie. I've been saying this story for the whole time. We literally started out by saying I literally said Black Adam had way more action, bang bang, kill him, all this type of shit. And then there's not too many. It's building storyline. It's just like a tribute to Chadwick Boseman, and then her journey to doing whatever she do to set up another Black Panther. Because I'm sure whatever they had planned originally had to be scrapped because obviously Chadwick Boseman died. Now, so whatever they was gonna do, they couldn't really do it. And it's not to say there was no fighting. Like she wasn't really fighting. The Dora Milaje girl, she had to fight 3 of the fish people. The Namor nigga came in and did a whole bunch of fucking shit up. But at that time she wasn't even Black Panther because they had to. Nobody could fight as Black Panther because they had to create the things because Killmonger destroyed all the fucking things. So nobody's even strong enough to do that. So you're going against a villain. All we have is technology at this point because we don't have the heart-shaped herb. That's all we got. There's nobody become Black Panther because nobody can recreate it.
How you feel about Wakanda's fighting with swords and shit like that? And
fighting with spears and shit?
Yeah. Basically being they supposed to be this high technology civilization, but they basically live.
Well, they got like chakras and shit on them hoes, and don't they shoot like things out of them? And they're like made of vibranium, so they're like,
damn near tribal.
Yeah, they stick it to their roots. Okay. But I mean, they got ships. They the motherfuckers ain't got ships that are people. They got all that type of shit. And Baku's more like that's tribal. He tried to fuck the fishman up. Then he fucked his ass up, punched him in the chest, blew his ass across the world.
I'm not really pressed. D-Friend trying to make he's over here fucking defending the fuck out the movie.
I think it's a good movie. Bro, Black Adam, like, to say Black Adam had an intriguing storyline. It was just like, I get that.
I didn't love the first Black Panther. That's another thing you probably missing. I didn't love the first one. So you think I'm just about to come out and
why you didn't like the first one? What's wrong with the first one?
The story was rushed. Killmonger shouldn't have died. The fight scene at the end was ass. I mean, I'm on the spot
Did
right now.
Killmonger kill himself? No, he got killed. He threw him in the water.
Yeah, but
he
I
died.
didn't
He
like,
died already. He
they
died already.
I'm talking about the writing. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Me and my granny used to watch movies. We used to call shit lemon meringues or whatever. Like we used to dissect and do shit like that. So when I watch this stuff, it's almost in that vein because I like that shit. For instance, so when they
so what Marvel movie do you like?
When they let me finish my point. When they choose to write, let me die like my people did in the ocean. Let me choose to. It's just like. That's where y'all want to go with the character. Okay, whatever. Like I wouldn't have went there. I was mad they went there. It was damn near worse than KD going to OKC. I mean, to the Warriors. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, you had such an amazing character, and you killing this nigga off. Like, and he was like a real embodiment to how a lot of black people felt outside of either the
outside of Wakanda.
Like it was basically MLK versus Malcolm X, and they were like, "Yep, let's kill Malcolm X." Like, you motherfuckers. Like, so it's shit like that. It's just like whatever. But it was rushed to how Killmonger killed his girlfriend for no reason, a lot of stuff, and it was fine. Like they said they had to cut out 3 hours of the movie, so that hoe was restricted. I understand that. I'm not mad at Chad Bogan. I'm not mad at Cougar. And in this one, obviously they fucking had to remix the shit up because he died. So I actually do salute him. And maybe so this is my thing. I guess I'll be honest. I'm fucking up because I want it to be a Black Panther film, but it really can't be a Black Panther film because he died, and they didn't really get to prepare for that. So they kind of just made it a Wakanda film. That's what it sounded like.
That's what it is, like Wakanda.
That's what it sounded
in the other. I mean, she's like the main character, but in everybody else.
That's a little bit of what I heard too. That was like, it's not really a Black Panther movie. So if that's the case, I might watch it kind of going off that pretense. But even then, I ain't gonna.
And then even they introduced another character, the Ironheart. I don't know shit about Ironheart. I guess that's supposed to be the girl supposed to replace Iron Man. I guess it's a black girl. She's super smart or some shit. I don't know. I don't even know who that was, but I guess because like I said, I'm not into the comics, so when I hear Ironheart, I'm like, all right, let's run it up.
I'm over Marvel because every entertaining or person that's probably gonna be forward is gonna be a woman character. None of the main characters they introduce has been mildly entertaining enough to think they're gonna be one of the main characters going forward. But
you don't like Shang-Chi?
I didn't watch Shang-Chi.
Oh, that was a good one. Who else was main characters that was? I mean, I guess Spider-Man.
But he not gonna be Shang-Chi. Not gonna be
he ain't gonna be an Avenger.
He is, but he's gonna be like a sub character. Like he ain't gonna be like.
That's the thing about Marvel that I just don't. At this point with this whole phase shit, that's my thing. I like the Black Panther movie, but like I don't know how the Avengers shit is gonna go. Because I can't really get behind any of these characters as a collective. Like when you got Hulk, when you got Thor, when you got Captain America, when you got Iron Man, like that makes sense. But if I'm like, okay, y'all got Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, who else they got? She-Hulk. Like these people to me don't really go. Like I said, maybe that's how the comic goes, but I can't see how this goes together. In Fantastic Four, maybe I don't know. I don't know how it goes together.
None of their stories are entertaining. Like nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's talking about their movies, like the
TV shows. I mean Loki, but like, that's my thing with the whole thing. I just don't know how all come. I got to see how they bring this shit together. I got to see how all these people mesh and mold together. Even like Falcon Wing and Bucky, like these are like y'all got the B team coming together. Like the A team gone. That's why I want to know how y'all bring these motherfuckers together. That's my thing.
Honestly, my favorite Marvel movies have been all the ones with the best villains, from Ultron to Ragnarok and his sister, and then obviously anything with Thanos in it. Like those are pretty much the better ones, unless you're gonna talk about like Ant-Man or like Galaxy of the Galaxy being like entertaining type shit. But those ones, bro, are like undoubtedly the best. Well, were you gonna ask me a reason I thought that though?
Reason
like why they like what?
No, I was saying which ones do you like? I was asking which movies do you like?
I mean, bro, I like the ones to be short with. Is like the ones that made our favorite characters look good or even challenge them, like Thor and Ragnarok, bro. Like he was at the end, bro. Like he
get his ass whooped by a woman.
Yeah, that's true. And it was his sister, and he lost his father and found out shit about his father. He lost his eye. And before all of that, he had to fucking fight the Hulk, which was also fucking entertaining as hell. And the Hulk was going through his shit as well. But like, and then Ultron, he was just like fucking crazy, like is almost damn near scary as far as how he kind of moved and shit. Like some of Ultron scenes kind of like get your skin crawling a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, bro, how he introduced himself. But
You
yeah,
like the movies that got the good villains. I mean, I think that's what you said. It's just like you like
it's good.
you like the X-Men movie with the dude, the blue guy who was the ancient Egyptian or some shit, and you like Apocalypse because you like the
but I
villain.
like that just for like spiritual stuff. That movie wasn't just straight up greater. But then Magneto was pretty good in that movie. Yeah, I guess that was a good movie, low key. It was a good movie, but it bring out the best of the characters. And I ain't
X-Men is Marvel. I'm tripping. X-Men is not. Is X-Men Marvel, right? X-Men is Marvel.
X-Men Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said DC, but anyways.
But yeah, I'm not gonna sit up here and say Namor probably didn't bring out the best of Wakanda, but
they essentially say he's as strong as like Thor. I think they were saying, but like a fish guy with wings on his feet, and like he was strong. He was just essentially he was like, hey, the surface world. They'd have found out we got vibranium in the ocean. They come to fuck with us. He was trying to. I feel like even the message was like, like Native American, Mexican, Black. Hey, we should, link up together. We've been oppressed. We both been colonized and here. We need to link up. We're both like we're the underwater. We're pretty much like the underwater Wakanda essentially because we have vibranium down here too. Y'all got vibranium where y'all at. If we get together. Can't nobody fuck with us. That's essentially he was trying to recruit Shuri, and she was like, "Yeah, no," but only because he wanted to kill the scientist girl, the Riri whatever Williams, who was Ironheart, because she created the thing that could find vibranium. So she's like, I see what you're saying, but I don't want you to I don't want you to kill her, so I can't let you kill her. So I got to go back to Wakanda. And he said, "Y'all got me fucked up." And he fucked that shit up.
And see, that's one you brought that up with the finding vibranium things, but they was joking about the writings, like, so nobody's ever thought to search the rest of the world for vibranium. Y'all just automatically assume that was the only thing. Like now, that's all of a sudden a thing. Like that's like it's just little convenient plot lines, and that's fine. Like obviously, that's gonna be like mainstream, right? Name about to be going.
But didn't they already have vibranium? Like, isn't Captain America's shield made out of vibranium?
But yeah, he got it from Wakanda. And see, you say I'm not a nerd. I'm not gonna argue with you, but I used to read the comics and shit when I was younger. I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say. I played all the games.
But Shuri was a Black Panther in the comics, so you'd be like, hey, they trying to stick with the comics, man. She Black Panther.
But it'd be like little stuff like with Star Wars. It's like all of a sudden you can use the speed of light or warping the speed of light to destroy other vehicles when you could never do that shit before. Like, how the fuck is that all of a sudden a thing? Like, they'll add plot devices to make it convenient, and then they kind of ruin the story because it's like these convenient plot devices make it easier for everything to sum up at the end, but it don't really be making sense to the fan or to the to the world that you've built already. And that's kind of a little thing with Marvel to a degree. It's like, they world building right now is a little just, I'm not buying it no more. Like, even with the multiverse, like, where are we going with this shit, bro?
That's what I'm trying to figure, because while I'm watching the Black Panther shit, obviously previews come on and they're promoting Ant-Man, like Quantumanium or whatever, and I'm looking at it like, okay, we got this. How's that correlate? Now, maybe I'm being too harsh, because maybe it's easy to look at Marvel up to Endgame and Avengers and be like, okay, I see how all these movies collectively came together in that point. But maybe as they was going on, maybe it was harder to see. Maybe, like, I don't get how, because like when you look at Black Panther, I just don't know how it comes together as a multiverse thing.
I don't need it to come together. I just need to know that there's superheroes in this universe that are all fucking great. When Kang fucking come, figure out a way to get these niggas in the room together and fight. I just need to know they stories, and then when that shit come about, make a good story and them fighting together, show them having, whatever. But at the end of the day, y'all don't gotta make everything ultra combined. Show me Thor getting his fucking groove back like Stella. Show me Hulk getting his fucking groove back like Stella. and let's see them have their individual movies where we focus on them. And shit, if you want to build up Marvel Girl or whatever, she needs a better movie because her first one was kind of mid or whatever, but that's fine. But build these people up and make them have awesome fucking like movies, bro. And then that, like, it'll make us want to be like, oh shit, they got Marvel, they got Hulk back, and we seen what they did against that person. Like, that's what's gonna get us to buy in. I don't give a fuck about a story fucking seeming together. And I feel like that's how it was back in the day. Like, to a degree, like you're gonna look for like the Easter eggs and stuff like that when a movie come out. You're gonna watch the end trailer, right? You're gonna see what comics they even pull from because you be like, oh, they pulled from this comic, maybe this is where they heading. I get it, but at the end of the day, bro, people were happy with that movie by itself standalone without it having to fit into some shit. And most of the time they'll add some shit in after and stuff like that. So whatever, man. I don't need the grand fucking everybody's like story magically fits together shit. Like I don't need it, bro.
Well, I like it because even in all the other ones, like when you look at all the end screens from like all the other movies, they kind of start to tie in to like when you started to see Thanos a little bit at the end of what was that, one of the Thor movies or one of somebody's movies, and even just like shit like that. Like, okay, that's gonna happen here. Oh shit, this motherfucker's out of space.
That was in
then you go to Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was like
Ultron, yeah, into Ultron. That's what that was.
That was like in an Avenger movie though.
Yeah, true. They was already together.
So it's like that's the thing. It's like so they can have their individual movies, right? And then you have like the first like pretense to them working together and them kind of facing like the first kind of thing. Maybe it worked, maybe it don't work. Going to the second movie, it's like okay, just how they did. So they had like what 3 Avenger movies before they got to the last 2, or was it 3 or 4?
It was Avengers, then it was Ultron, and then I think it was Civil War wasn't Avengers, but it was like, pretty much.
It counts as one.
They gave it it's Captain America's movie, but
that's an Avenger movie to me.
And then Endgame, and then Infinity Wars or Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what like give them individual movies, and then you build the main plot with those movies. And make sure they kind of coming together in those movies. So we'll kind of know then. Just how they did back then. We don't be trying to do that in the individual movies because I feel like shit could get a little fucked up. But I don't really think they're doing that if we're being honest. Because they didn't do that with Wakanda, and they didn't do that with what's the girl? Black Widow. But I guess that's because these are like kind of like side movies type shit. Yeah. That's the thing too. Like I don't think all the movies are necessarily gonna tie into them. Because I don't see Namor just unless he come back and work with them, and he's like a main character, like
unless he's like some multiverse and start fucking with Taluk Khan or whatever it's called, and he's like, oh, I gotta work with y'all motherfuckers because I gotta protect my people more than anything.
I can see that happening, but outside of that, I don't see like the story actually.
But he's got to be by the water to even really have a. Because if he's outside the water for too long, he gonna fucking be nothing and pass out. But they got it coming up. We'll see what happens. They got, like I said, because they got a lot of shit coming out. They got this thing called Thunderbolts about to come out. I don't know what the fuck Thunderbolts is. I don't know what.
I'm gonna just take a little 3-month break or something like that and go rewatch everything else later.
What's it called? Marvel.
That's probably what I do.
Got a bunch of shit coming out. Let's see.
Marvel on my bad side right now. I ain't gonna lie.
So this is what it is. Phase 4 was Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange. Who's this?
I didn't even like.
Doctor Strange.
Spider-Man
so Doctor Strange, then Thor, then Black Panther just came out. Supposedly, I guess next year, Captain Marvel 2 is supposed to come out. Obviously, Ant-Man Quantumanium's coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Blade.
Are we really still ready for? Like, are we still fucking Guardians of the Galaxy?
I mean, just a bit. Maybe they can get a good space villain out there. I don't know who they're gonna like be fighting against. They typically got good villains though. Like Ronan was alright. And then who was the second villain they had? His dad. That one that's kind of cheesy. I don't know. Maybe not. And then obviously Fantastic Four. So that's supposed to be the.
I feel like they blew a lot of steam, kind of like putting a lot of this shit this last year, like after their phase. I feel like they kind of threw a lot of shit out there, but it kind of like I don't know. Maybe it's them taking a break from getting into the.
Okay, these are the movies that's supposed to be coming up. So Blade
next year.
This is what it says. Okay. Blade, Captain America, New World Order, which see what that one's like. Daredevil, maybe that's gonna be on Disney Plus. Maybe some of these are Disney Plus shows too, but Daredevil, Echo, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Ironheart, which is the girl who's just on Black Panther, who I guess is gonna be the new Iron Man, I guess. Loki season 2, something called Secret Invasion, then Thunderbolts, then Fantastic Four, then you get to Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and then Avengers Secret Wars. So
and it's all next year.
Probably not next year. I think it goes all the way up to like 2025 or some shit like that.
Man, like I'm gonna wait. Like
you got to wait till like 2025 for that shit start coming out.
Yeah, they should have changed the lineup. I ain't gonna lie, bro. They took their gas. They took their foot off the gas after Thanos, bro. And it shows. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it
I
just became something too. Whenever something becomes a money thing, it's just like, hey, fuck, we just create, fuck it, we'll create anything. We'll just like say, throw everybody out there. Fuck it, who cares? Because like, are the Eternals a standalone movie, or are the Eternals supposed to be coming a part of like, what's the point of doing the Eternals? Like, it's just like, hey, it's a Marvel, like let's just do a movie. We got some big name, we got Angelina Jolie. We got like, was that just a money thing, or is that like this is actually gonna help build to future?
I think that's a little bit of throwing stuff off too, because people are like trying to read like where is Marvel headed, and they just throwing shit out there. I think that's a little bit of frustration too, man.
Yeah.
Like, because I bet not see She-Hulk in the fucking in the
I
Avengers.
haven't even watched no She-Hulk shit. I hear a lot of bad things about it.
It's horrible, bro. She gonna twerk to death.
And the soundtrack for the new Black Panther is good. They 2 for 2 on soundtracks. I ain't gonna lie to you. They 2 for 2 on
I
soundtrack.
guess I watched the Blackity Black film on Black film.
Let's see. Let me play it. My favorite song, the Mexican song, is when Namor is showing Shuri his thing. It's like that little Mexican. That bitch got me in a chokehold. I listen to shit every day. I don't know what the bitch saying. Just saying. It's like it got me like, you know how the hypnosis shit is like you in hypnosis. I don't know what it is. I just like it. It's beautiful. Are you gonna watch Avatar?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
That one looks really like, I don't know if the storyline is good, but just like looking at it visually, that looks like a good, well put together CGI movie. And it took them what, 20, how long it take them? Like 10, 15 years to do that?
Which
It
one?
looks good.
Avatar.
The new Avatar.
I hope it didn't take them that damn long.
I think it took them a long time. Because when the first one come out?
Like 08, but I'm just saying.
I
Like,
could have swore the guy said that he wanted to wait for technology to catch up, so when he does the next movie, he do like some really good shit. And then now that's just now that it happened. So, anyways, Burna Boys Alone was the best song on the soundtrack. I like Burna Boys Alone was a good record, but I don't know something about that goddamn Con Labrisa that just be like, maybe it's with the scene and it's like just looks nice. And the Mexicans now, like Hispanic people or indigenous people, whoever you want to say, Mexicans, indigenous, whatever. Now they got their similar. The black people had the thing. Now they got their fucking, you know what I'm saying? So hey, now they got their thing. Like that's a simple. So, anyways, I thought we've been on here for a while, but I guess we're man for an hour. What else we got?
I want to get into the Shaquille situation in Mexico.
Okay.
And I kind of jokingly put Andrew Tate was right, because I think it was him, but I'm not 100% sure. But he was just like, man, my girl is not going on vacation by herself. If she want to go, I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's similar to like many other conversations that Red Pill be having, kind of about like the protection of your woman and or what feminists. What happened?
It's Red Pill time.
Oh, that shit funny. Or what feminists would be like, oh, her man's too protective. He won't let you do that. He won't let you do that with or whatnot. But bro, when you think about this world and being like already just seeing like Mexico, like it's maybe dangerous or whatever, like you don't even be thinking about how it could be your own people. But all that just in my mind just be like, nah, bro, my girl ain't going nowhere by herself without me, bro. Because this world not sweet, bro. Like we see any day, you can go outside your house, stuff happen, get into a fight, people want to argue with you, whatever. You're not about to go to a foreign country where black people not necessarily loved around the world either. So that alone is like, bro, I gotta go there and make sure shit I'm good. It's like, would you let your child just go anywhere?
No.
And I feel like obviously your wife not your child, but you care about her, bro. You can't do nothing. Like just to think about Shaquille parents and how like you just can't catch no flight to Jamaica if you like middle class or lower class to go like investigate and like really go. Or it was Mexico, excuse me, to go investigate and see what the fuck happened. You gotta listen to the word of the people
who they was with, Mexican authorities,
or wait on the government. It's like who the fuck would want to do that? So it's like I just was just laughing at that circumstances to a degree. It's like it's funny, like people shit on Red Pill, but when real life happen, a lot of times it's too late, and nobody want to listen to that shit after it happens. But I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's a sad story, man.
It
It's,
was definitely
the
strange.
friends is pieces of shit. Now they're saying that she wasn't dead when they left her, that she was alive, but then the medical people came in and then that's when she died. But it's like, bro, like the fact that her friends like beat
Like, that
her ass
makes a
and
difference.
potentially could have killed her, and then they just hopped on the planes and went back to the crib, like nothing. And the mama was saying that one of the dudes that they was cool with, like he was coming to the house like 3 days every day, like after like, oh, but as soon as they found out that, oh, y'all left she ain't seen him since. I'm like, that just don't make no sense. And like that story is crazy. Like that's a crazy story. And I guess not arguing, but I guess we was arguing. I was arguing with Trail about it. He was like, why do people care about this story? It's like, well, it's like, it's kind of like, it's stupid. Like this happens every day. I'm like, bro, a girl getting her ass beat by her friends and killed in a foreign country and then leaving her there and getting on a plane. Like they got to go through customs. They got to do all this shit, knowing what they did back there. And then they just living their life. That's not normal. That don't happen every day. He was like, the young Dolph thing, that's a story. I'm like, bro, niggas get killed in the hood every day. That's more of a regular occurrence. It's just he's famous and she's not.
She was on live, like she was trying to go on live to tell a story and tell them like, people, if you want to pay for my side of the story, this my like she was
Yeah,
doing
that's
some
nasty.
shit that's
I ain't seen that. I seen a dude get on the story like, well, I wasn't there at first and I came after, but it's like, you came there, you seen her, she was fucked up, but y'all still like went home and left like her in this villa, which is like, that's insane. That's crazy. Could you imagine us leaving somebody there? And first of all, this thing too, like if I was thinking like, if I'm a guy and I go to a foreign country with girls, I can't see myself just letting girls just beat the shit. Like if people want to fight, that's something. But like when you just beating the shit out of somebody or someone, they're not fighting back. And I was like, all right, we got all right.
They said he had a lisp.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Broken
I'm like,
wrist.
what? Having a list mean you gay? Well, that's just like a saying.
You know how they be talking, they be slurring their words.
But even if you gay, you still a guy. Like you just shouldn't be letting girls just fight. I mean, maybe they don't have the instinct.
Dude,
like,
you talking about the same?
They think they're one of the. They think they're one of the girls, I guess. Maybe so. It's like they just
you talking about the same men that are square up with a woman?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some gay dudes will. Yeah, I guess I got
a lot of gay dudes will. Like a lot of the ratchet gay black men I know will. Not all fucking gay black men will do that, but the particular, yeah, of course they would have fought. But no, yeah, it's sick, man. It's sick. And even that excuse that they gave, like, oh, she was alive when we left. Y'all beat her to a fucking pulp. Like,
yeah, she's like, if she's alive, if she's laying on the ground, it's like y'all roll the suitcase by, like, all right, girl, we'll see you back in Minnesota, wherever the fuck they from. It's like, that's crazy. So do you think everybody should be arrested? Or just like, what do you think? You think everybody's
Yes. Yes. Why
they're all accomplices essentially, right?
Why none of y'all reported it? It ain't like y'all got.
And then y'all lied and say shit, alcohol poisoning. That's even worse.
It is very worse. And it's not like y'all was in a street fight and you knocked out some random dude in the street outside the club and y'all just ran. Like that's a whole nother. You are really, y'all came together.
And I wonder how far into the stay was it? Because did y'all like just go to bed and wake? She's still laying down, fucked up. Okay, we're going to bed, girl, and wake up and we leave. And it's like, how'd this go?
They only booked one day out there. So it almost seemed like it was a setup and a jump. But when it happened, they even left earlier, supposedly.
Who goes to Mexico for one day?
It sounded like a setup. So
that don't make no sense. Now it's set up to where, like, hey, if they were smart, they'd have been like, they would have did something with her body, like the cartel kidnapped her or something.
So, yeah, that would probably have been more smart. But it would have been way smart considering what they
consider where you at, like,
and allegedly what they did. So allegedly they made her kind of pay for everything they were supposed to pay her back. Then when they got out there, they was trying to rob her, and like supposedly they tried to take like 10K or did take 10K. They said, I think that's what the dad said. I didn't do any research or anything like that, but at this point, it's all he say, she said allegedly. But when you do some shit like that and you only book one day, it comes off like you was trying to set that person up. And supposedly she was one of the more wealthy persons. She had her own business or at least two businesses or something like that. And she was off well-to-do. So clearly there was some envy there. Clearly there was some type of hate and disdain there that was obviously very evil. And it only makes you think like that only can spawn from some type of jealousy or some type of hating on that person. And if you're going to equate that to being in the factor, you got to think that they probably want to get something from her too. Yeah, it not all the time people they'll rob you. Sometimes they won't. They'll just kill you. But a lot of times it could be synonymous,
You just
bro.
gotta really just think about the brain capacity of some people. That is that whole thing. It made more sense to like rob her in y'all city because the thing is y'all know her movement. So if you really wanted to rob her, you could just rob her
And
and
no
just
one
take
would
her
suspect
money, and then nobody would even because like oh just anybody in the city could have robbed her. But like we're gonna take you with us. Everybody, we're social media it up. We on the plane. We at the airport. We got the passports,
we're going
and
to
then we gonna
record
just
it.
leave you there, and we gonna record the fight. Like it's
So, I
brain
think
cells are the
okay.
brain cells are just non-existent. If that's
So
if the setup is if the setup is the case.
obviously, I think, like you said, the brain cells are absent because this is what I'm getting at in their mind. What the motive was, they didn't want to kill her, right? But they wanted her to fight back so they could kind of like be like it was an even thing to justify it and do whatever they needed to get done. Because I think that's why that dude was trying to fight back, fight back. It's like they already knew they were gonna jump her or do whatever they wanted to do with her, but they thought she was gonna fight back. So if the cop said something, they could be like, "Oh, she was drunk and she started swinging at me, and we beat her ass." And then they maybe get off with some money as well. Maybe they don't think she died, and it's just a fight. But who knows? Like maybe they did want to kill her, maybe they didn't. But I'm assuming they when they was recording the video they was assuming that she was gonna fight back, and they had evidence to prove that it wasn't just somebody like maliciously fucking with her.
Yeah.
So I felt like this when I watched the video when she didn't say she didn't want to fight back. I felt like it was either some godly wisdom or something. Like I don't think she thought she was gonna die, but I feel like she knew she was being set up, and if she fought back, it was gonna look a certain type of way as well. Like I think she knew like a bear. Like if a bear attacking me, bro, don't fuck with it. Like let's just I'm a whatever. Do what you're gonna do to me.
Prayers up.
Do what you're gonna
Hopefully
do.
I make it out.
Yeah, and let's just whatever. And yeah, I think she was being smart, man, because that's the thing to do. It's like it's not like it's similar to a cop. It's like if they beating your ass, you can try to fight them back, but if that's on camera and they get you saying you fought back, you really don't have no chance. Versus you just let them beat your ass and you don't do nothing. It's just kind of like I think that's just a fight or flight kind of thing to a degree. Or some lane of that, and yeah, I think that's why they recorded it, bro. Because it don't make no other sense. Like if you think you're gonna kill her or even beat her ass and she don't do nothing or whatever, it's no reason to record that if you planning it. Like that'd be dumb. But I feel like they was trying to get something. So and it just didn't go the way they thought it was or some shit like that. I don't know. Or maybe they dumb as fuck and just was like
maybe they just fucking pieces of shit and they just fucking dumb motherfuckers, piece of shit hoes. They don't got no goddamn common sense. Go to jail. Who gives a fuck? Go to prison for the rest of your life. You're just fucking idiots. Hopefully, I hope they send y'all to prison for this life and they transfer y'all ass to Mexico. I hope they extradite y'all ass to Mexico and make y'all live the rest of your life in a Mexican prison.
And so yeah, they just dumbasses because when you see she don't fight, why post it still? Like that, it felt like it was just some world star shit to them. Like
that's society we live in, man.
Yeah, maybe that's what it really is. Maybe it was just some world star shit. They don't give a fucking they desensitized, bro. Like to a degree. Maybe
in that case, you'd be like, hey, that's some. I don't want to say animal, but that's some animalistic behavior.
Bro, they posted this shit knowing she was fucked up. Like, let's be real, bro. Let's think about the timing of all this shit. She getting beat up, bro. She got beat up bad. Then she go in the restroom. The shit bad. So you could have posted it right then and there. But even then, I feel like she probably was dead when they posted it. Like this, or was almost on.
Well, I wonder if they already had posted it. It's just like somebody had just saved it and then released it once it came out that she died. Because maybe they already been posted it to their own. Because they're not famous, so we wouldn't have seen it. But like once it got big, maybe somebody who was following them already had already screen recorded it and then just re-released it after the fact. Like, look, this what happened the day that they beat their ass and they posted it that same day.
And yeah, I'm sure they probably deleted it or something like that. But I'm saying like a fight only take 30, 40 seconds. Like that wasn't an hour-long event. So within you recording and all that shit, she was pretty fucked up. And then you still decide to post it. Like maybe you don't know she dead, but she probably knocked out. She probably unconscious to a degree. And you still post it, bro. Like, because it's damn near simultaneously when you think about how fast the fight happened. Like, so now that shit's sick. That shit is sick, bro. Like,
Watch it for man. You gotta watch people, man. You gotta like jealousy, envy. Who?
That's the thing too, man. The women, bro, y'all gotta be more careful. I know men to a degree you be getting set up in the streets and stuff because they be following behind the wrong person. But like a lot of these women, bro, these women be superficial friends, man. They be friends because you the pretty girl or you the girl with money, but behind closed doors they be talking shit, and you gotta be careful with with this shit, bro. Like, and let's be real, bro. Like, unless they be real close women, bro, a lot of times when they be going out, they always come back with bad stories of women being annoying, fighting, and all that shit anyway. So that's another reason. Like I was talking about the Andrew Tate shit. It's like, why would I want my girl to go on vacation and come back with all home with all that bullshit, bro? Let me go out there. We go get our own room. You can chill with them, but if you need a break from them, you come back with us, and we could just have our vacation, or just the friends you cool with. We could chill, but you ain't about to be out there with all that stress, man. Like, fuck all that, man. Just...
I mean, Carla be talking about going on vacation, but we be like going like on some couple vacation shit, not like some like, hey, just you go with the girls, because like, you know, most of the girls she would hang out with would be single. And like I don't have no thoughts like, oh, Carla's gonna. I don't even think about shit like that. But it's like, I don't. She don't even be comfortable a lot of times with like certain like, because she's not single. So it's like, why am I? Like y'all are single, y'all had to do y'all thing, but I'm just like over here like, why am I? You know.
And that's the thing too. But even then, it's like, bro, you a group of women, bro, just out. I feel vulnerable going to like, bro. If I go to a fucking Holland, I would feel nervous as hell. I'm the only black person here. Like, when the last time y'all hung somebody? Like, I would be thinking like this. So when I like my woman is going somewhere with a group,
especially a foreign country, like where anything can happen.
People get kidnapped. People do all type of shit to people that can fight and muster up a fight. Y'all 3 women to get scooped up, get harassed, and nothing. What's gonna happen? Somebody get put something in y'all drink. What y'all gonna do? Like, it's just like,
and you see a lot of girls on vacation. They don't be cautious. It look like y'all just having time in y'all life.
They be drinking. That's my thing. They be drinking.
And some people I watch, they don't even be at the hotel. Like maybe get all inclusive. You're like the diner or whatever. You in the hotel. Y'all be going like to the city. Like the hell no, you ain't going to the city. They like you can stay on the resort. Like stay here. Don't go to the city. Like you don't know what's gonna happen out there.
Nighttime and everything.
That shit don't make no damn sense.
And to think that my girl gonna go out there, and we know when girls drink, they only can have 2 drinks. They be drinking all damn day. They not gonna be thinking right.
I be telling Carla, we be looking to go on vacation places, and he be like, "Oh, let's do I don't even trust doing Airbnbs in other countries." I be like, "Hell no, I ain't doing no Airbnb."
They be recording.
I'm sorry, I'm not fucking recording. I don't know if y'all gonna got a key cartel come through the middle of the night. I don't know what the hell y'all gonna do. I'd say even like my sister going vacation. Hey, let's do Airbnb. No, thank you. Give me the 5-star resort, baby, all inclusive. I'm not going to the goddamn Airbnb, staying in the middle of the city and all that shit. Hell no, no, thank you.
And you see it, bro. I remember a dude. He went to India. Obviously, that's not like a tourist spot, but they come up to you. They're like, "Hey, man, let me use your phone." Or they be having scams, and they'll just walk with you the whole time. It's a dude trailing you. He be like, well, just take me here. Like they be doing all type of shit. Like they be having sufficient schemes, and they be knowing you a tourist, bro. Like,
I be wanting to go to places and experience like the people, like the real culture. Like, but then I'd be like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm good. I'm good on that shit.
I don't mind doing it with a tourist, and I don't mind doing it in the daytime. But I'm getting my ass back to the hotel, and I better know how to get back to the hotel. Like, where is it at? What direct? Like, nah. Because
for me to do shit like that, I gotta be with a group of people. Like I'm not going somewhere on some two-man journey or like lonely. Like, hey, let's go to India and let's go link up and walk around, or let's go here. And then I need like a group. Like, hey, it's 5 of us. All right, now we're gonna go explore a little bit. I feel a little bit, you feel a little safer at that point.
Yeah, man, motherfucker, you go to the club, you're the only one in there, and the women looking at you because you a sore thumb. Niggas getting upset because who is this nigga getting out? Man, they drinking, they tribal, they territorial. Man,
you a foreigner. I know you. I know Americans. We like, hey, we American. We like the big dogs of the world. But it's like you stealing somebody else's shit. You don't know who these people are. You don't know who they know. You don't know what they got. You don't know what's going on.
Andrew Tate said he ain't never going back to Jamaica. This nigga a world star.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I went to Jamaica, that was on some cruise shit. It was like it just felt like I don't know. Maybe I just gotta go to. I ain't like the vibe. I ain't like me laying on the beach and nigga pop out the water on some. Hey, hell, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like motherfucker at the damn bus station keep asking me if I want some weed. I don't like this. Take me back to the cruise ship. I don't like this.
It feel real. You get your ass.
It feel real
for
set
2
up. It feel real like extortion-y. Like,
no, oh yeah, it's right. But with the cruise, it's like they know, like you got about 2-3 hours out here and bring your ass back in.
I seen a lady swim up to. I seen a lady. Lady was sitting at the beach, like the part of the sand where like the water's still coming up to your feet.
Mm.
She's sitting there. This Jamaican lady pop up out the water in front of her and her daughter. Can I braid her hair? Like, hey, what? Hey, back the fuck up. I get it. You got to make your money. You doing some touristy shit, maybe touristy, want some real Jamaican braids. I got you. I feel you. But I don't like shit like that.
Bro, we got in that taxi, niggas going.
Bro, we got on the bus going back to the cruise ship, and it was some dude, like he was giving us a tour. Like he was like, you see those girls right there in their school uniform? That mean they go to Anchovy High School. He just kept saying, like, I don't give a fuck what high school these girls go to. These are fucking kids. But they were just showing us around. That's where I live, at the top of the mountain, real like tribal Jamaica. Da, da, da. And there was like some guys on the street who started like fucking with the bus. Like they was trying to wash the windows, and like the bus driver was honking, get the fuck out of that way. Like they don't beef with these niggas in the street. We don't know, they might hop on the bus and beat. What are you doing? Take me back to the goddamn cruise ship.
He feel like this is a setup. Now we gonna keep it moving.
Nah, to get to the cruise ship, man. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. Niggas trying to wipe the bus windows and all kind of shit. People running in the get me back to the cruise ship. It's beautiful. People living their lives in other countries, but you know me, I don't even stop at gas stations at nighttime when motherfuckers sitting outside. So I just, let's get me to the area I'm supposed to be at. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jamaica in the daytime, I'm cool. Once it gets towards that night, let's go ahead and get back on the boat.
Like I said, unless I'm like with people who like well connected in Jamaica. I can't hear you. Are you muted? You muted.
I say you checked in.
Yeah, that's something. Because I saw a video recently of 6ix9ine. He was in Brazil in the favelas, which the favelas is like the projects, you would say. Like, when you watch like Fast and Furious and they bash through them houses and shit like that, that's like the favelas. And they had like, I guess some Brazilian mob boss guys or whatever, gang leaders, and they just gave them Rolexes. Like, hey, here's some Rolexes. They're like, you're good. Anytime you come, that's the type of shit you got to be checked in with them. But I don't want to be checked in with criminals because, like, I can't really trust y'all either.
You mean the government?
What do you mean? They're the government? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they run shit. They're the government.
No, there was like Brazilian like gang members.
Yeah, the government.
I don't know. Maybe I'm confused.
All governments are corrupt, and they
no, but I'm saying like I'm not actually. It's like if I go and check in with the Crips in LA, like that's what I'm saying.
They don't. Crips don't run shit like those dudes run shit over there. Like those dudes are.
It's like checking with the Mexican cartels, kind of like they run the Mexico.
Yeah, the cops ain't
okay,
doing shit to these.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I was like, no, they're checking with the president of Brazil. No, they're checking with the fucking gang. I get what you're saying.
They meet with the president of Brazil.
I get it. But yeah, what else we got, man? I know we got a couple more things we can get into. I don't know. You talking about something about speed? I don't know about Aiden Ross. I didn't really give what you just what you was talking about.
I'm over it, brother. The 21, can you do something for me? How they made the gay memes and stuff like that. I'm over it, bro. Like I've been seeing like this new younger culture be kind of cool with the gay shit, but trying to bring it into rap and make it like a trendy thing, and I'm over it. And Aiden obviously is a main component of that. If you watch his streams, he's always trolling, doing gay shit. A lot of these like new chat dudes, and not chat dudes, like live dudes,
dudes,
they all have a little gayness to them. And it's like, I think that's the new like kind of tap dancing, to speak on August Alsina a little bit. It's the new kind of tap dancing of like putting on a dress to a degree, but like, hey, look, I'll do what it takes to make it. I'll do it.
Like speed twerking and acting like he's sucking dick is kind of, that's wild.
And the young culture is cool. I don't know where the fuck is my man. I don't know where his dad at, but they let that shit go.
No, his dad be on his stream sometimes.
And, which is a little. I'm not saying he can't thrive, but that shit be wild and nobody's checking that shit. But I feel like they're trying, like, to also reference what I made me think about this more. What's his name? Omar, when I was in that chat a while ago, he was talking about gatekeeping shit. He was like, we should gatekeep our shit, or people should gatekeep things because, I mean, if you deem it valuable, you should do that yourself. I mean, who else gonna do it for you? That's one of them. That's what made me kind of feel like that as well with this rap stuff. It's like, bro, that's never really been a consistent theme in our culture. When we listen to rap, we're not trying to listen to see, oh, that sounded sweet or that sounded gay or this like. That's just not who we are. That's not what I think we want hip hop to be. And I don't think I want my rappers imitating shit like that. And I know these chat dudes and things like that doing it. And even with the new rappers, they be meeting with Aiden and shit. They'll kind of joke with them a little bit. They'll have little bits and things like that. But I feel like that's just like the beginning of that.
You think that's a new age?
Yeah,
put
I
on
feel
the
like
dress.
I feel like it's a Trojan horse type shit. Like them joking with it now, and a lot of the kids accepting that shit. Like it's gonna be even more cooler to even play with that shit. And we can jump into the August shit too. I feel like I don't know if he for real or not, but bro, I know for a fact it's some celebrities out here acting gay just for media shit, bro. And I'm not gonna say it's August Alsina, bro, but at this point, and if it's not yet, I know it's gonna be something in the future, bro. Because at this point, bro, I know.
So you don't like people playing about the gay thing, right? So how do you feel about everybody now that August Alsina to come out as gay, right? How you feel about everybody trying to be like, that just confirms that Will's gay?
I already had my suspicions on Will, but that's outside of knowing things I know, that's a little nasty. Hang on, it's a little nasty, but that's a big assumption. But I know some things, so it ain't.
What you okay? Yeah, now you gotta explain to us what you know. What's your inside information?
He kissed a man on live TV, or no? What the fuck did he do? He said some gay shit. And I've seen it a while ago. I can't remember it off the back of my mind, but maybe when you start talking, I'll try to pull it up. But I've seen Will Smith do gay shit at least 2 or 3 times on camera. And it ain't even like me assuming like on P. Diddy, like you heard what that nigga said. Like it was actually like this nigga was like, what? Are you really kissing a man? But even outside of that, bro, I don't think you should be taking that leap if you're just going off the August shit.
Yeah. So they look trail. Will broke August. Like, yeah, come on, we're gonna disrespect the legend. We all be like, oh, the black man, I try to break it. Come on, what are we trying to do here? We trying to make this nigga getting fucked in the ass and shit about August Alsina. Come on, bro. What we doing?
That might have been an entanglement.
Come on, bro. That'd have been the biggest. That'd have been said that shit.
If it was just 2 chords, let's think about it. How tangled can 2 chords get?
Two chords can get tangled up. I got a lot of chords. I got 2 quarters around here that's all tangled up.
Yeah, but you can get 2 chords up.
I ain't gonna let y'all niggas put that on Will. I ain't gonna
3 chords.
See, look, y'all niggas always trying to tear down the black legends, man. Hey, y'all doing that coon and shit. Hey, y'all niggas doing it. Y'all doing it. Black men can't just make it and be great. They always got all these goddamn rumors around them. Look how y'all do, man. Y'all doing it, chucking and jiving right with the white man.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Look how their own people doing, man. That's what I'm just saying. Look how their people doing. LMAO, Bryce's Reese. I was saying they're trying to get Will up out of here.
Let me see, man.
But anyways, Bryce is looking for some shit, trying to,
Nah, yeah, we definitely can move on. But that
Will was a gigolo. I don't know what does that mean? A male pimp for women, a prostitute? Yeah. I never heard that. Let's see. I didn't even see that. Then he said Will was a gigolo. When did he say that? That was in a book or something? I don't know. I ain't even finished reading his book. I don't remember seeing that part so far when I was reading. I don't remember seeing that part about being a gigolo and all that type of shit.
But
the August Alsina shit was like the way he was setting that shit up. I was like, yeah, he's about to something's about the way he was like, a new type of love. I thought he about to say he gay. He about to come out. Hey, live your truth, man. I don't know. Maybe he could. That's what happens with certain niggas. Some of y'all niggas, y'all go down that spiritual journey. And y'all just start feeling like,
y'all niggas.
Y'all go down that spiritual journey. Y'all like, oh, the spirit is just a spirit. I'm connecting with their spirit. And y'all don't really care about the physical form. Y'all kind of just go down that road,
To me, it just come off as marketing.
You think it's gonna give him some type of new life, some new air in his career?
That's what he thinks. Nobody was checking for him in the first place. Who cares if he was in the closet or out of the closet? Nobody was checking for August Alsina.
And he on the real life. He on the that's where washed up celebrities just go back in like early 2090. That's like when Flavor Flav was on Surreal Life with like the washed up actors from the 80s. And like that's where that type of shit. That's where they go when their career is done and over with.
Really, I never even.
You never seen the Surreal Life before? It's like MTV with like all the old 80s actors that at some point was strung out on coke or child actors that went crazy, and you don't really hear about the motherfuckers no more. The funny thing is, this reveal was probably filmed 4 or 6 months ago. Yeah, probably. That's true. I don't know how the movie TV show shit lines up with filming, but that's possibly true. Possibly. But yeah, just to wrap that one up. I mean, that's what the kids. That's their comedy now. That's their thing. Like, hey, X us, get you attention, and get you. And the thing with the speed guy, his shit just be like so unnecessary. It just don't make no sense to where it would play into it. Like it's not even like it's like and even like somebody says something and then you say something pause worthy. Oh, you're doing a bit. Like I wouldn't kiss a man on TV. I don't think that's like he's gay now. I wouldn't do it, but you know. You got to try to find something else.
It was. I'm trying not to reach.
You see when the guy tried to kiss him on the cheek, he slapped the shit out of him. What about that?
He did, but that was also like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know you. That don't mean he wouldn't be intimate with somebody. That's just like, nigga, I ain't just because I'm gay, I fuck with any man. I'm just being funny. But right now,
you muted again.
Bad. I hit my mic. Right now, it sounds like I'm reaching. I ain't tripping on that, but because I don't have too much proof.
Trail over here having like fantasies. He's like,
I don't remember, like they was doing like an interview or something, bro, and it was one of the ones I think we like kind of like tried to get the context. It was either like Jada suggesting it or he suggested it, but it was him like kind of like, yeah, I kind of like men to a degree or something like that. I don't know what it was, bro, but it was an interview a while back, bro. I'm gonna find the shit before this show over. But
I gotta see. I ain't ever heard niggas say he like men or he cool with the fucking men or whatever. But you talk, I ain't never heard niggas say that,
bro. I remember this shit, bro. Like,
now they try to put the gay shit on him. They trying to put the gay shit on Will. We ain't gotta search it up. You can just send it to me later. We'll just confirm with each other. They ain't gonna slow down the damn show.
No, we keep moving. Shit. I'm gonna do it like while we talking and shit. I'm just gonna keep scrolling.
All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about women embarrassing their husband in public. I gotta play this clip.
Oh shit, I don't know this one.
You do know. I sent it to you.
Oh,
when Young Jock and his girl was sitting there, and then she was like just trying to berate him. Let's just play this clip real quick. Let me know what y'all think about this. This Young Jock, his wife, and she's pretty much like always. Essentially, it feels like she's always disrespecting him and belittling him in public. Let's take a listen.
Oh, this is not the
first
time.
You're not gonna do that.
I didn't say that.
Well, that's how you put it. You said you wouldn't want my son to be like me.
I wouldn't want them to do some of the things that you have done.
Oh, and I wouldn't want my daughters to do some of the things you've done. We're human. That's what I'm trying to say.
To do majority of the things that I've done.
Listen, what I'm saying is, when you talk about me, don't sum me up. Facts, right? Don't sum me up on the worst side of me or what you consider the worst side of me. Because ain't nobody fucking perfect. So don't do that. That's what we're not gonna do. Because as a man, guess what? I got to stand on mine too. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. I didn't go to college. Guess what? Fine. I want my kids to go to college. So we can say that right now. I don't want them to go that direction. I want them to go to college. I can say that with you too. Right. But don't sit here in front of the world, in front of a medium and say, oh, I wouldn't want my son or your sons to be like you. Hold on. No, you're gonna put some respect on my name. Because at the end of the day, I'm successful. I take care of my kids. Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of love and support. So we're gonna do that. Okay? Because I don't appreciate that. Because there's some things about you that I could say I wouldn't want my daughters to do.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do that. I respect you and I love you enough.
I want this magazine to know
no. I respect
it is about me.
She just trying to like be super combative. It's like, bro, you ain't gotta do that. Why are you doing that? Now you can tell my woman to be like me. Just shut the like I said, it's thing like in their marriage, she may have things about him she don't like, but that don't mean run to TV, run to whatever, and just try to like disparage me. I would want his sons to be like him. Like that ain't how you talk about your husband or your man, especially in public. That shit just sounds insane to me.
It's that.
Even that whole like her ego won't even allow her to be like be submissive, and then I'm like, damn, maybe I am. This is my husband. You chose to marry this man, so that is your husband. Maybe I am doing too much, but her ego won't even let it because when he's saying, there's things about my daughter I wouldn't want you to do like my daughter. Say it because she's pretty much saying like I have nothing wrong with me, so you can't even there's nothing you can even say about me. You know what I'm saying? To even say that, so it's like say it. I can say something about you and your son, but it's like. You got when you in public. There's only
your.
There's about a minute left of it. But I don't know if you have something to say real quick before I let it continue.
Nah, you pretty much summed everything up, honestly.
All right, let me let it continue.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Be my guest. I'm not gonna be slighted, honey.
I'm not gonna do that. That's where we have to draw the line.
Okay.
Because I don't care because the camera in front of me or somebody asking me questions. I'm not gonna reveal everything that goes on with me. Just like right now, you ain't gonna sit here in front of these people and tell what your credit score is. You ain't gonna sit here and tell them your social security number. You ain't gonna sit here and tell them what's in your bank account either.
I won't.
Okay, so some things are better left fucking unsaid and in the private, and that's what I'm gonna do. So when you addressing me, don't ever make it seem like I'm the worst of the worst, because I'm not.
Okay.
Because I came through and changed your life, and it wasn't about me having no money. It was about the integrity. It was about my integrity. It was about me.
But she's still like trying to slide him, even though her little. We said, I changed your life. Not even saying money, because it did. Like she's trying. You definitely got more money. You know, like trying to use a broke. Like I don't know. It's like
standing up for you. It was about me helping you open your eyes to see things that no other man has gotten you to do. So when you talk about me and address me, please be mindful of that, because I love you for who you are. Good and bad.
You know, I love you for who you are.
But I would never say to the world that I wouldn't want my daughters to be like.
Even that, like, what else can I love you for? It makes me feel like I said, money and everything, but it makes me feel like she's acting like, he just some bum ass, like, you know what I'm saying?
You, because then it makes me question, why are you with me?
I'm not with you for the bad things. I'm not with you for having outside.
But just don't ever say that again, please.
Okay, well, you asked me.
You got it in this interview. Don't let me hear you say that again.
Okay,
please, thank you. What you're not gonna do is do that.
So I got two things there. One thing I noticed is women not gonna love you unconditionally like your mama. They gonna always judge you to a degree, or even how we might want them to. Like we want them to look at us like a superhero, or like we save them or help them out of. They don't be looking at shit like that all the time necessarily. And then I also feel like it's like a Tyler Perry narrative in their mind where they always gotta shit on the dude to a degree, even if he may have done something. I don't know if it's like a built-in subconscious thing or what, but I feel like it's some type of some form of making it seem like you a victim in some way, or somehow to make your story or your gossip with your girl sound better, because all women want to kind of gossip to a degree about their relationships and stuff like that. So if he's perfect and stuff like that, that don't really fit the narrative, and they don't really fit the gossip of how people really conversate about their men most of the time. Usually when they talk about men, it's always in some negative bullshit or whatever. So it feel like that's in her a little bit, where it's even though she can acknowledge it, for some reason, in her mind, she's looking at him in a negative way. Because why would you even say that? In the first place, I wouldn't want my sons to be like you. How do you view him? So it already kind of come off into he's obviously successful. He's obviously done a lot for you and his kids, but somehow you still painting a picture of him being,
because maybe he cheated on you in the past, or he did some type of infidelity type of shit. Maybe, like I said, they married, so there's probably some other things that we don't know about. But just to do that in public with your husband and to make him look like a bad guy when you go home and still be married, it just doesn't make sense. And even when he's expressing you, hey, don't do that, you still snarky, you still got that fucking, I don't even know what the word is. It's just it doesn't look good for you.
And the thing with it is dangerous, bro. I seen this dude, the rapper from Houston, Toby Nuiguay or Nuigi.
Yeah, Ningwe or something like that, yeah.
He was saying something sarcastic to his wife, and he kind of was mug or something like that, or smug, I think is the word. And women was talking about, oh, he fucking hate his wife. If you look at old stuff, he talked about how he really didn't want her at first and all that stuff. She kind of convinced him he don't really love her. You could tell in him he showed a little bit of annoyance, but they was taking that to the level that he hate her and despise her, and don't even whatever. And that's you give people gas when you do that in public, especially in the day and age when it's so easy to shit on black men. And it's you sound like everybody on Twitter, but look what I've done for you. That's why when I say that Tyler Perry shit is, I guess it's that black Twitter woman.
Fuck even what I done for you. It's bro, we're married. You my wife. Why are you? You're gonna just, like you said, you're gonna add to the, because people already talk shit about me. But then when they see my wife, shit, I might as well just be greenlit for anybody. If it's like, oh, his wife could talk shit about him publicly, we greenlit. Anybody could talk shit about you.
And it sets up. It's kind of nasty because it sets up things in the future. Like, say if they get into an argument, she want to leave him. Well, you see how she said he wasn't perfect, but like little shit like that. It just
she been trying to tell us, y'all.
Yeah, it just like as a man, the red flags going off because it's like, is this what you really think of me? Like, I get you said they married, but even then, it's like in his eyes, he probably think they happily married. So like, why is this the thought? Like, why is it like you? And I get it, bro. I get it. In this world, things can get tough and shit like this, and sometimes you can misplace your anger, or sometimes you can make your spouse the villain, even though there's other shit kind of going on. I can get that. And maybe that kind of what it is to a degree, where it's like you can love that person, but to another degree, like you may have some angst towards that person. So maybe it's something like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just wanted to play that because that it just sounded so crazy to see something like, and he's like, the way he's addressed, like I respect it. Like he ain't being like, oh, he ain't being disrespectful. He just letting her know, just to see the way she's responding to it with, she's just responding with ego and like, I ain't gonna let this man talk to me like this in front of these people. I'm gonna still, you know what I'm saying? It just, it's not a good look for her. It makes you look. It makes you look like a bitch. I'm just being point. It makes you look like a bitch. That's what I think. Now I don't know what the comments are saying. Maybe the comments, because obviously this is on one of a blog on Instagram, so maybe the comments are more skewed to a woman's perspective. Like, well, shit, he should have been doing this. He got to know what he doing. It's like, all right, whatever. That's what you think, but I think you look bitchy in front of everybody doing it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like a lot of dudes will say, like, you'll see them get emotional in a situation, and that's when they start just being combative and argumentative. It's like he was just trying to be like, "Hey, watch out! You know, you may be kind of crossing the line." She took it personal, and after that, it's just like there's no middle ground gonna be had because it's like you attacking me almost. She's like, "We'll say it then. We'll say it." Like,
yeah,
she was starting to feel attacked. Then.
She antagonizing him with her, you know.
Yeah, but when he tried to come back at it, it's like, oh, like you attacking me, so I'm not gonna stop. It's a lot, bro, to deal with as a man. I ain't gonna lie. If you got somebody like that, bro,
yeah,
that's a tough.
But what happened to TDE? What's this? I'm reading your thing. Okay. Anyways, I ain't gonna lie. It's already midnight. Here's all I got. I was gonna talk about Meek Mill and how he ruined God Did, but I ain't gonna do it. I already did it on my channel. That's how I feel about it. I think he ruined God Did. People were saying it was fire. I don't think that his flow, I don't think he matched with that beat well at all. Some of the other songs that were on the thing, I think he tried to go like, and this isn't a Wayne thing, but I think Wayne perfected the whole getting a popular song beat and then just murdering it and making people think like, oh shit, this song is actually better than that one. Meek Mill, I don't think he has the range to really do that, because at the end of the day, when you get songs like Wait For You and Super Gremlin, you already kind of have a plot of how to go as far as flow. Now you obviously switch up your words and do your thing, but like you have a way to go. Even what God did, it has a certain flow and presence to it, and him just, and when I'm in them trenches back in, it's like that ain't the song. That ain't the song to do that. That ain't the song. That ain't the vibe for that. I don't need you to do that. And then like they got a homie in the back still doing it, like Friday doing. They wanted it, and he's when I'm in them trenches with the street, and like no. This ain't for this. This ain't for this. And maybe I could be a little biased because that's like one of my favorite songs. So when I hear that, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why did you do that? Who let you? Who told you that was a good idea? Because I said maybe a different beat, that song and them bars he was spitting could be good on something else, but not on God Did. Not on God Did. I'm disappointed. Meek, you gotta drop an album now. I ain't like that shit. Let me just play a little bit.
Shop over 100 doorbusters for your home at the Living Spaces Black Friday Doorbuster event this Friday at 7 with free next day shipping on.
For good, gonna tell you Meek is, yeah. That's cause my mama told me different. I got people praying for me from all religions. Never turn my back on Jigga, and every time he talk I listen. But I got so much murder on my mind that it be hard to listen. Billionaires on all my visits. PTSD started kicking. It was a blessing, I invested my taxes out the kitchen. Told my niggas how to catch it.
Like I said, those bars, no, I don't like it. There's people that like it. There's people that think it's fire. I've seen plenty of people say it's fire. I don't like it. Oh shit, my bad. That's fucking hurt my ears. Meek Mill got dropped by his label. I mean,
all I would say,
he's still Meek Mill. Like,
I mostly agree with you. He should have approached it a lot better. It was more just straight freestyles. Like when Wayne do it, even when he do his new ones, the Sorry for the Wait, I think he had 2 or Dedication 6 or whatever. He be going in, bro. And you could tell like he perfected a lot of the things that he'll rap on. So I appreciate his effort in trying to do it and dropping music that's not.
And I don't even think the Wait for You one was bad.
Yeah, and there was some other ones that's not bad. Like he was hit or miss, but I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. It wasn't perfect, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the mixtape. I appreciate it being free to a degree because you gotta think. What if Drake did that? What if Kendrick did that? What if J. Cole did that? Like, man, I'm about to just drop a mixtape of some beats that I fuck with that we all know and love. We would love that, and I need that energy back. I need that culture back. So maybe Meek didn't do it perfectly, but maybe he opened up a door for other people to do it. Because we know Wayne's still doing it, but ain't too many other dudes doing it, man. Go ahead, drop some of that free music, man. Hop on these beats, man. Because I just could imagine Drake dropping a Sorry for the Wait. Or J. Cole dropping a Sorry for the Wait. That should be so fucking crazy, bro.
I'm reading what that guy said. That's crazy. Another mass shooting, man. This time at a Walmart.
Where
in Virginia. Chesapeake Walmart shooting, multiple fatalities and injuries. Jesus Christ, man.
Virginia, goddamn, they've been having them for a minute, bro. Like, because remember the Virginia Tech shootings a while back when we was in. That
was long ass. That's the first one I really remember people talking about.
But then they had another one after that, which
they just had the like I said, the football player just killed a couple people.
But it was 2 times it happened in Virginia Tech, if I'm not mistaken, before this. So
this is at a Walmart in Chesapeake. It says a Chesapeake police spokesperson tells us at this point he believes no more than 10 people have died. So at least maybe 10 people have been killed. And maybe we don't know how many more injured. That's always my biggest fear. Like, if a dude just start popping off in Walmart, like, bro, what aisle do I run down? Am I close to a back exit? Am I close to a front exit? What if he starts shooting on the aisle? And I'm just like, bro, that shit I always think about that shit. Like, if I'm on this aisle getting the milk and I hear shots start ringing off, where am I going?
I ain't gonna lie. That's always the thing in my mind. Where's the exits? It's always a little small thing in my mind, but I'm always know where's the exits, bro. Like, if I'm in a restaurant, cause I don't know. Even since a kid, bro, I used to have that. Like, if somebody coming to movie theaters, like I hate movie theaters. I ain't gonna
bro,
lie.
I was in the top of the movie theater. I'd be like, bro, somebody come in here. I saw a guy walk when we was watching Black Panther. A guy walked in. I'm like, if he just started unloading, it's just target practice up here. Like, it's like, hey, he can just mow everybody down right now.
I don't really fuck with movie theaters because the exits be both at the bottom, and then sometimes
there should be exits at the top of the damn theater at least.
Sometimes they do, but they both lead to the same entrance. So it's like,
oh, they all go to the same place.
Yeah, when they do have one on the top and one at the bottom, because the stairs that come.
Thinking about the families 2 days before Thanksgiving, it was reportedly a manager shooting his employees. What the fuck? I'm reading, man. That is more than 40 emergency vehicles. I mean, they're gonna have more.
How do you prevent something like that?
I don't think you can. Honestly, it's like
employees can't walk around strapped up.
Fuck, man, that sucks. Like I said, right before Thanksgiving and shit, and everybody about to link it with their families. That fucking sucks. Yeah, man. I mean, hate to end on such a somber, note.
Coincidence.
Hate to end on such a somber note, but like just seeing that shit, like that's fucking crazy. As best if it's that manager shooting his employee shit, that is crazy. Because like when you see shootings at Walmart, like I said, when you think about that guy in Buffalo who shot the black people, he went to that place for a specific reason because that place was known to be like an area that black people are in. So he went there knowing that when he went to that grocery store, he's going to be able to kill black people. This one, I wonder what is the reasoning? Because there's got to be some mode. Like if it's the manager killing his employees, are they that bad of him? Like, god damn.
No, you can't never blame them. This nigga mentally deranged.
No, I'm saying like in his mind, because usually it's like you have a reasoning for what you're doing. Like for you to want to kill your employees, like are you like what the fuck is going on? Obviously, there's nothing going on to the extent where like you should kill people. It's like because obviously, like you say, his brain is probably already fucking fried. It just probably take a little bit to snap the twig, but it's like, that's crazy. But hate to end on that note, but I mean, fuck. Ain't really too much.
I don't know what to say. It's just that's
ain't really too much on it. There ain't nothing to really report on. It kind of just happened. So it's like, I mean, it happened, but there's no numbers out. There's no like, hey, 25 people shot, 10 people killed. It's like we just had the one at Club Q, 5 people killed, 25 people shot, and then they said that happened in 1 minute. That took place. 1 minute. It took them 1 minute to kill 5 people and shoot 25. It took a drag queen and an Army veteran that took them out. The drag queen was stomping on him with the heels, and the Army vet pistol whipped his ass with his own gun. And they took out that shooter. But if they did, imagine they didn't, it could have been way more. So
I just don't like this shit. I ain't gonna lie. It's just I don't like it from many different angles, bro. Many different angles.
Just thinking that somebody just walk into your local wherever you at and just start killing people is like, ooh. And make it up. I don't go nowhere. I don't do shit because I don't know. Groceries get delivered, all that shit. I don't even really like going to places too bad. I know I went to see Wakanda, like, but still.
I live smart, but I ain't gonna never live in fear.
Fuck that. Well, I mean, I still go out, so I mean, I guess I'm not really living in fear. I live cautiously. That's what I'll say. I live cautiously. But I mean, fuck. I don't know. Hey, this is the end of the show. Appreciate you for subscribing. Hey, if you fuck with me, this channel, if you be like, damn, you don't post videos no more. I done went a week straight last week up to this day, Monday, Tuesday, D-Friend Daily, 7 new episodes over there, clips posted over there. So just search in the chat, not in the chat, search in the YouTube, D-Friend Daily. And if you're not subscribed over there, make sure you subscribe over there. This is just strictly the Absolute Your channel. Bryce, plug your shit.
Hey, man, it's your boy B. Neil. Check out Emerald Gamer and Reactions. Stay strapped.
Stay dangerous.